What if we had sex like we were a boy and a girl, but like we aren't? Wouldn't that be really funny? Wouldn't it be fucking hilarious if you put girly clothes on me and fucking bullied my ass, dude? Ha ha ha, I'm giggling, dude, because like, we're both straight, but like it'd be so funny. Dude, imagine how much you'd laugh if I was on the bed moaning like a little bitch getting fucked. Wouldn't that be the best joke ever? Oh my god, dude. I can't. I'm losing it out here. It's so fucking hilarious. And like, you start calling me a girl because it's hilarious and the best comeback ever, and it makes me cry and moan. Like, dude.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Hail to the chief.
Sorry, I had to cut you off at the end there, but the music, and I didn't know Hail to the Chief was so short. They got that in a tight 57 seconds.
It's clean. You really have to fit it
It's
in there.
all, it's no fat.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, it's the best that we can do. It's for our president, you know. Yes. Everything must be the best for our president.
Only
Master
the best.
Chief.
Only the hooks. Yeah, my president.
Yeah.
I have watched people play those games.
Yeah,
Master
Chief Cortana 2024, baby. Get me that bumper sticker. Now
oh,
available
that'd be
on
so
Etsy.
epic. That'd be the most epic bumper sticker, dude.
I'm laughing my ass off, dude. I'm laughing my ass off.
Dude, how fucking funny would it be? But if it was like a campaign sticker, but it was like from a video game, dude?
Yeah, what if it was like giant asteroid, giant comet 2024? Like, what if the world? What if we all just died? Wouldn't that be better? Man, I just wish the world would explode. I wish that every single person on the planet died. That would be awesome. It'd be so fucking sick.
Yeah, dude. How about that fucking? It's about time that fucking meteor hit us, dude.
Yeah, I want to condemn everybody else on the planet to certain death.
I don't, but I like saying it because I think it's funny.
Yeah, man. I'm just a fucking good person who can't deal with it anymore. I'm a fucking good I'm just a fucking good person who's designing a rocket system to direct a comet to strike the planet, destroying all of our.
Sick of it.
I'm tired of it. We're too mean.
We're too mean to each other.
Everyone's so mean that the only solution is genocide.
This is just Joker. This is Joker.
Yeah.
This is Neil deGrasse Joker.
Damn right. Where do you think I get my good ideas from?
Yeah.
My president, Master Chief, who solves everything with violence and bombs, and then the Joker, I think they're pretty aligned. If you put them on like a spectrum, like let's say you were speccing out your character for D&D, I think they're pretty similar. You can't have two of those guys in the same party.
Yeah, I can't think of anything that they would do differently as characters.
No.
Fully into intelligence, just like me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just like myself.
0 reading comprehension. Master Chief, fun fact, can't read. Really good with guns.
He needs all of his metabolic energy is going to fighting, going to guns, thinking about guns.
My guns do all my reading for me.
Yeah.
Read these bullets, Covenant. I'm coming to you from the hangover zone.
Oh yeah.
I had a rough
I just
morning.
watched the movie The Hangover. No.
Yeah, I watched all 3 Hangover movies in one sitting. Yeah, I did the extended 4-hour cuts of the Hangover movies where they got the real jokes. They just include the uncut, like, riffing takes where they're botching lines and shit.
Mm-hmm.
The first time I ever watched the hell's the racing movie Talladega Nights, I watched the extended cut of that, and it was excruciating because you could see where they would cut in the theatrical cut and how like they would just drive a joke so far into the ground, and like they cut it for a reason. Yeah, basically, yeah. But anyway, I went out for my
Kevin. You get to watch Kevin Jong before they redub him in English. He's just speaking Cantonese.
Yeah, it's actually they have a person who's lip reading and speaking in real time on set to mimic all of his lines. It's the same person that they used for Kato, and the same person that they used for who's the Chinese guy on Star Trek.
I don't know.
The guy who got busted for groping teens. Yeah. George Takei. He doesn't speak English either. Entirely entirely native Japanese speaker exclusively.
What's going on in our chat here? Let's come back, Steve. These so-called apple cinnamon Madeline cookies are going into the trash. Since no one's here, can someone explain to me that one scene between Chris Cooper and that Fanning girl in Live by Night? Live by Night? Live by Night?
You know, I have not seen this.
I do not know the one. I don't know what that is.
Chris Cooper? Oh,
Fanning girl, like Dakota? How many Fanning girls can there be?
It is L. It is L, the little one.
Is that
the little Fanning?
It is.
Yeah, it's a Ben Affleck directed and written movie. Wow. I do not know anything about this at all. Yeah.
Boston-bred gangsters set up shop in Balmy, Florida during the Prohibition era, facing off against the competition and the Ku Klux Klan. In Florida?
They just needed another faction in there, you know.
Yeah. They got to have... It's like, who can we shoot? It's Florida in the 20s? I guess have the Klan in there.
That's my favorite mission in GTA 5 is when the Klan shows up. And you're a gangster, but you also have morals. So you have to firebomb a KKK meeting.
Yeah.
Well,
that was wait. There was a game that, I mean, Red Dead.
That's probably in there.
No, Red Dead. Yeah. Obviously, yeah.
Yeah.
Suddenly, I remember it was in Red Dead because like suddenly you care about people for one mission. So yeah, exactly what you're describing.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's like it's like how you can't have a main character because like obviously you don't want to root for a person that's a racist, so you can't. So they have to go out of their way to be like, by the way, he hates the KKK, or like in The Sopranos, there's a scene where he's like, he has to talk about how he doesn't care what people do in their own homes. So that people know Tony Soprano, a murderer, is not a homophobe.
Tony Soprano also very racist. But but they drew the line at like, no, I don't care if two guys is gay.
Yeah.
Carmela, they're fucking themselves in the ass in their own bedroom. I don't give a fuck, okay?
Yeah. So I'm hungover. I went out for my friend's birthday. You went to her last birthday party or like 2 years ago, went to her birthday party.
Yeah.
So this year, she wanted to go to a burlesque show for her birthday party.
Wait, what time of year? I thought I was I there at this time of year? Oh yeah, I guess I was.
Yeah, her actual birthday is in like 2 weeks or something. But yeah, like they did. We just went out for her birthday because people were free.
Yeah, I was there in February because it was before my last job. Okay, now I'm up to speed.
So we went to a burlesque show and I was told, it's like, hey, you wear a jacket, wear a button down. And I'm like, okay, cool. And I'm expecting like a corny burlesque show where you've got girls with like feather fans that they're, putting in front of their covered breasts, basically. And I'm like, okay, it'll be like a dinner theater kind of experience, right? We'll have tables, we'll be seated. It is in a strip club, in the dirtiest, dingiest, grossest strip club. Ceiling tiles falling.
Budget strip club.
And I walk in and she comes up and gives me a hug and just hands me a stack of like $31 bills.
Yeah. 30. That's like, I can't believe they still do ones. It's like inflation. You'd think it would be fives at this point. We're definitely getting there.
No, I see why now. Because when you're really drunk and you just start throwing them.
Oh,
you just start throwing them. Yeah. So like, I had never been to a strip club before in my life, and it was an absolute fucking blast. I had so much fun. I got so tanked. On the tab, I was there with a couple other people and we put all the drinks on one tab. It ended up being $100 after tip for all of the alcohol. And that was about 8 drinks. So it's really actually that wasn't that bad. I was really concerned that I was going to... No, I had like 5 myself, and then there were like 3 other drinks on there for other people. Because I would just go up to the bar and get drinks for, they're like, oh, get me something while you're up.
Oh, so that was total for everyone there?
Yeah, there were multiple people, like multiple groups of people there for the party. I just had one tab open for me and some of my friends.
Okay.
So I was also stinking drunk by the time I got there anyway. So like, it was pretty bad. On the way home, I had the idea. It's like, take us to the Chinese buffet.
Yep.
So we went to a Chinese buffet where I was way too drunk to be in public in a Chinese buffet, and it also
Sounds
wasn't
like
even.
You were the perfect amount.
It's in a Latin strip mall, like in like a rough part of town, and I'm fucking just like pounding garlic bread.
Chinese garlic bread.
Yeah. I'm in a Chinese buffet, pounding garlic bread and
That's
eating.
probably one of the
eating,
safest items, I guess.
Yes,
you know?
it's gonna absorb the most alcohol too, and
Sure.
I'm knocking back soft serve ice cream cones and getting myself like a horrible brain freeze. Like I just kept licking the ice cream cone and then being like, oh, for like a minute, and then licking it again and then going like, oh, for another minute. Fuck me. I mean, it was actually probably the closest I've ever been to needing somebody to help me into bed.
Yeah.
It was pretty bad. But yeah,
Going crazy
it was a
on
fucking,
ice cream is hilarious.
it was
That's so
it was
good.
a fucking riot, man. Yeah, like the girls were like they obviously would just go to the person that would be the most uncomfortable, and that would be the person that they would go dance on
Easiest
and shit,
to
you know.
pressure.
Exactly,
sure.
yeah. The birthday girl, we had a VIP experience, which meant that we got bottle service. And the birthday girl got a dance, and they put a chair down in the middle of the club, and she got to dance in front of every single person there. She was having an absolute ball, and they had just come from like a really luxurious dinner experience. So she was in like she had like long black gloves, a black dress, pearls on. It was a hoot, man. It was a real scene.
What is it with girls now and going to strip clubs? Is that like an ironic thing for them?
She's like a full on like bisexual, like
Well,
she
yeah,
and
they
her
all are
husband
now,
bring.
but it's like just because you're bisexual doesn't mean you like that's. I feel like they don't actually like that specific type of thing. I don't know.
She's like about, and she's into like pageantry and into like drag shows and shit. Like she watches like RuPaul Drag Race and Tyra Banks, America's Next Top Model shit. You know, like that's her jam. And then she sent me a video later, which was the footage from their Ring doorbell of her helping her husband back into the house. It's her and her brother, and they're both lifted because he's like a muscular like 6'3" kind of guy, and they have to lift him like through the doorway into the house. It's pretty funny. So I'm really, it was a struggle earlier today, but I'm fine now.
Well, there's only,
and I got
one cure for that.
Oh, I got it in front of me, and then I actually have the other cure. There's actually two. I have smelling salts, which I'm gonna rip right now.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Here we go. Oh. Anyway, what's up with you,
mine
dog?
are in the other room. You know, I'd join you, but you know, oh well.
Ooh.
Happy D says, I'd rather just drink cheap liquor at home and buy cardboard crack with the rest, but you do YouTube King. What is cardboard crack?
That's Magic the Gathering. It's trading card games. Cardboard crack. Yeah. Yeah, it was her, you know, it's not what I would do for my birthday, but it was her birthday, and it ended up being really fun. I don't think I'll go back without somebody else being like, hey, I want to go. But yeah, what's going on in your life, bud?
What's going on with me? Nothing. I'm just, it's cold here. There's nothing I can do about anything.
There's nothing to be done. There's nothing to be done.
It's too dry. I can't. Yeah, nothing is to be done. It cannot be helped. My hands hurt. You know, I don't know.
You got a truck? You got a truck now?
Yeah.
You've had a truck, but now you officially have
a truck. Yeah. Also, it turns out when you transfer, normally, you know, you transfer car ownership, you got to pay a tax on the full value of the car. But if it's between family members, you don't have to.
You did it as a gift, basically?
If it's a gift, yes.
Nice. which that's actually what I'm going to do with my parents as well. Is that they're going to gift me the car, and then I'm going to pay them under the T, as it were. You the T, you the T. You can quote me on that. It's appropriate for the graphic we have up here, anime and tax fraud.
Yeah, I know during tax season, that's bold, admitting that on the podcast. Just you have to say that you were just paying them for additional services rendered, or something.
Yeah, my mom gave birth to me, and I'm showing my appreciation for
it's
being
actually
born.
A Mother's Day card. I gave her $14,000.
Yes. I'm a generous, successful young man, and I want to make sure that my parents are taken care of. I'm like a rapper, where you buy your mom a house.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Would you buy your mom a house?
I would pay off her house if I won the lottery or something. Sure, why not?
Gotcha. I would let money change me immediately.
Well, I would. You can't. You gotta have fun with it.
No. I would become a completely different person fundamentally, where I would be less generous than I am now.
Yeah. You're like, that life was fun. Time to be a different guy now.
Yeah. Oh, life switching. You just fucking do a hard right turn on your personality. I think it's time to be dark and mysterious. I tried being gay, that didn't work.
No.
So I think now I'm gonna be a dark and mysterious person. Let's try it right now.
It's way easier to be dark and mysterious when you have tons of money, because you can hire guys to like drive past you on like a large, like flat, like billboard truck and pick you up so that you disappear when it goes in front of you.
That's pretty good.
Smoke screens, like you can, like if there's like a girl you like, you can get a bunch of guys to like you can set it up so that a bunch of like signs and shit as you walk around are giving her like strange hints and weirdly relevant
I was with you, but I have a different
subconsciously influencing her.
Well, I was thinking what you do is you set up a situation where a woman feels like she's being stalked. And not gang stalked. That's what we do. No, gang stalked. So there's people like knocking on her window at night and like drive her a little crazy, and then nobody in her life will believe her. And then that's where you come in, where you have the inside knowledge of like, it's like, yeah, I've dealt with these guys before. I could take care of it for you. And then you basically put yourself into a Matt Damon movie where you're her rescuer. Like you're going to be the one that helps her out of this situation where nobody else believes her.
Yeah, that's a more aggressive, but pretty. That's the type of thing I'm thinking, where you get like black SUVs and helicopters to like constantly fly over her house and like follow her on the highway, and then you lead her on a little adventure where you're like, oh, it's the organization again. Want something with you. It looks like they want something with you. Maybe it's because you're so beautiful and your eyes are so clear and nice.
Isn't that literally what Bill Paxton does in True Lies? Where he like pretends to be a secret agent to get with
I think
a JLC.
It's something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's this is why I'm the Adam Savage and you're the Jamie Hyneman of the podcast. They do call us the anime Mythbusters because we're working towards the same problem. We just have very different ways of going about it.
Exactly.
Sometimes my solutions work and sometimes yours work, but without each other we'd be nothing. I'm the cute one.
I'm the bad boy.
You're the weirdo. Yeah. Oh, I wish I was a bad boy. Too much of a good boy.
Well,
I should just start packing heat more. I can do that here. I'm like so within my rights to just walk around with a gun all the time, and I never take advantage of that. Like I could have 4 guns on. I could have a boot gun. I could have a gun in my pocket. I could have a gun in my waistband, and then one on my chest, and I'd be well with my rights to do so. They could be showing. They don't have to be showing.
Yeah. Just you have to have one on every limb, and they're all pointed at your penis.
I'll do it. Get away from me. I'm not afraid. It's like the Joker when he's got all the grenades attached on a string, but I've got a bunch of guns and they're all aimed at my cock.
Yeah.
And I'm kicking the door and walking out backwards.
let's not blow the penis off of this guy, me. And, let's not blow my penis off.
It all comes back to penis.
Can I be the Asian guy from Mythbusters? Can you be dead? Are you asking? Also, take being Tori. You want to be? Yeah, everybody wants to be Tori. I mean, come on.
He was the fucking best. He was the cute dumb guy who was also like an engineering genius.
Oh right, I got it mixed up with the girl. What was the
Carrie Byron and Tori Belleci.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
Tori was kind of like he was like the bit of the ratty sort of like he had like a mischievous sort of thing going to him. Mm-hmm. He would like tase himself over and over again. Apparently that was a story I was hearing from Adam Savage, is that Tori Belleci was basically addicted to getting tased. So anytime that they had a taser on set, he would just have people tase him over and over again all day.
I can't tell if you're making that up.
No, that's true. That's 100% true. He's the man. What a guy. That dude must have been living a life, because he was like conventionally good-looking guy, the fun guy on a huge TV show. Like in LA, he must have gotten so much clunge.
I probably. Yeah, I don't know.
Anyway, anything else going on?
Gaslighting using tons of money is a great. I'll be thinking about that. That's a fun one. But yeah, nothing really is going on with me. I'm just happy to have finished all these shows.
Yeah, I wish I could say the same. I wish I could say that it was enriched.
You just wish we could keep going.
Yeah. I there's nothing I would like more for the rest of my life than to have a stretch of like a month and a half where every 6 days I have to watch a whole bunch of extremely terrible anime. This is probably the first season, or this is the second season in a row where I've watched almost everything. This one I missed one. So, wow, I can't believe you have done this.
I just keep doing it.
You're a true masochist, really. That's crazy.
Every time.
There's no way you can justify doing that, but...
Speaking of justifying doing things, I'm going to pull a U and use the bathroom in the first half hour of this podcast.
Oh my God. Early pee-pee sesh? Okay.
I know. Can you believe it? Be right back.
Let's see. What's going on? I'm fucking full on just straight butt rock. I've been leaning towards this for a while now, but I am like way fucking in the ass rock territory right now. I'm not even ass rock, just like fucking garbage. Like music that I know sucks. Like listening to like Coheed and Cambria and shit. It's like genres I don't even like, artists that I don't even like, and I'm just fucking listening to it, man. I'm listening to like fucking Puddle of Mud and Stained and shit, just like not even really that bad, but like Pearl Jam. Listening to like Pearl Jam. That music's garbage, but I just can't turn it off for some reason. Nothing is scratching the itch right now. I don't have A Perfect Circle. At least that's kind of like a little bit like math rock-y or prog-y, because it's a spin-off of what the hell's that band? Whatever. What else am I listening to? Listening to just Green Day, Saliva. I've been listening to Saliva and Velvet Revolver. I mean, I'm in a bad fucking way right now with music, man. It's just like I can't come up with a reason why I'm listening to this stuff. I'm listening to like Tiesto and just crap EDM music from like the early aughts, like really just in a disgusting if anybody were to see my recently played music, they're like, "Oh, Ethan, what kind of music do you like?" I bring up my phone and show them the recently played music, and they would vomit. They would just gag at what I'm listening to.
Yeah, like what?
I've been listening to Saliva. I've been listening to Velvet Revolver.
Okay.
Coheed and Cambria.
Whoa.
Like, absolutely. Yeah.
Whoa.
I don't know what happened. I just turned like one day I took a hard right turn into ass. Like music that I know sucks. And like in genres I don't like, and just I can't get out. I'm trapped underneath the weight of this bad music, and like all of my recommendations have just
you're also listening to Trapped.
Yes, Trapped, Stained, fucking yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's I don't know what I'm gonna do to get myself out of this. I'm listening to late era Green Day. Like it's fucking.
Well, you were always like that. You really liked 21st Century Breakdown or whatever it was called.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh, it's just banging it, just banging garbage. 21 Guns. Just like
yeah.
Yeah, it's I'm scared. I'm like I was thinking to myself the other day. I'm like, am I actually just getting dumber? Because I can't think of what else I'd rather be listening to. So I just listen to that. Like I'll go to the gym and I'll be working out, and it's like I'm listening to, like, I can't even. I'll just let the recommendations go. I'll just let it, like, there'd be like a Coheed and Cambria radio, and that's getting me into like I can't. And it's more effort to reach down and skip the song than it is to just let it go. So I need to get a new genre or some new bands or something, because I'm like rotting my brain out.
Sounds kind of cool though.
It's not that bad.
Yeah.
All right, you want to talk some anime, or you got more shit?
I only had one thing, which is something I jotted down really fast before we started, because this was making me laugh. I was thinking about what if, because it's almost it's President's Day, right?
Yes.
So I was thinking, what if for his 100th birthday, Jimmy Carter was like, you know what? I think I'll finally try one of those peanuts, and he's allergic and he just dies.
That's the only thing that could kill Jimmy Carter was himself.
He just never ate one.
Nope, I said that's not for me. I'm not a peanut eating fella. I'm just a provider.
Yeah.
There are people that could afford peanuts, and there's
I have no idea what he sounds like. Oh, yeah, that's something else that I did. Happy D mentioned listening to radio. You know what, this is something I just never thought about, and it was like, you ever just have something that's like really inconvenient and keeps bothering you, but you just like don't notice it and you don't think to fix it at all. Every time I go outside or do anything around my house, I always have earbuds in. And they're always just fucking shit's getting caught on them. They're getting caught on doorknobs and stuff. Just they're getting ripped out of my ear by things.
If only there was some way.
And I was just suddenly, after like a year and a half of this, I'm like, wait a second, they solved this problem 10 years ago. So I picked up some wireless earbuds, and I was like, dang, this is pretty good.
Yeah, they got the case that charges them for you. You don't even need zero effort.
Yeah, I don't think my case charges them. I think you plug the case in. I don't know though, but they sound good.
I think the cases typically have a battery that will charge them, and then it holds like 4 or 5 full charges on it. But yeah, no, I cannot believe that you've been listening on wired earbuds this long.
Oh yeah.
God, when I worked at the greenhouses, I was buying this was the skull candy period, where it was like you had to have skull candy earbuds, and they sucked total fucking ass and would break all the time.
Yeah.
And I had and I'm working with light machinery, but still machinery with moving parts and a lot of things that can catch and cut. And I must have during one season I must have gone through 6 pairs of fucking skull candy earbuds. Man, it was awful.
Damn.
That was my life. Every year I would for my birthdays and Christmas, I'd be like, please give me 2 pairs of earbuds, because I know they're going to break, and I can't consider getting a better pair. It has to be this shit. I have a friend who's been using the same $5 pair of earbuds for over a decade. They're all sunfleece. Yeah. It's disgusting.
I remember mine were $15, and I bought 2 of the same kind because for $15 earbuds they were very good. And yeah, the first pair lasted me probably 5 years. The second one probably, I don't know, 8 or 9. But yeah, now I got these. The case does charge them. I'm looking here. This is crazy. These were only $50 or something.
Yeah, man. I'm getting them for like I'll get like $30 crap pairs. You know.
Bluetooth.
But yeah.
I remember like when Bluetooth like really like first was becoming a thing, or maybe it was just because I was less knowledgeable. But I remember Bluetooth kind of sucking, and now it's like the closest thing we have to magic. Like
it did suck.
You pair that shit once, and it just works forever, and you never have to do anything. Your car radio works forever. These earbuds work forever.
Yeah. Well, it's you turn the car on, and it automatically kicks on and just playing songs for you. Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah.
I can't believe they figured that one out.
Yeah, I can't go back. You can't make me go back. Never. Yeah, I was super resistant to it for the longest time because I'm like, I gotta have really high quality music everywhere I go. I can't. The Bluetooth quality is butt, and I need it to be perfect. And it's like that. Well, that's a waste of my time. My hearing's already fucked. So like, why do I care?
Yeah, I mean, unless you have really good speakers or something.
Yeah. Let's see. There was one other story that I was thinking about where. This was from I told the story about the kid who narked on his gay adopted brother last time, and this would have been around the same era. And I think I might have told this story once or maybe a few times. I've talked about the time where I played football and a team that only had 13 players?
I don't think so. 13.
So this
total?
was 13 total players. Okay. Now, mind you, you need 11 for offense and 11 for defense.
Yeah.
So this was a team with 13 total. So there were 2 players that could rotate out basically, and you had to play both ways. So you had to play offense and defense pretty much every single snap of every single game. And the coach was a total nutcase, like a total like meathead, like fucking psycho, who is like, just like the dad that you should not have let coach, you know, like probably drinking before every single practice, and not in like a fun way, but in like he's scary and I'm 11 kind of way.
Maybe it'd be funny now. Maybe back then it was more scary.
It was it was like every practice was hit drills.
This was high school.
And this is probably like junior high or like 6th grade or something. I think it might have been 7th grade. Every single practice was hit drills, and I think this is what really made me not like playing football at all. Was playing underneath this guy. Well, yeah, because every single practice was you line up and you're going to end up on the ground by the end of the play every single snap. Yeah. Because that was the way he was coaching. He was coaching it like a fucking lunatic. So he was the coach for about 3/4 of the season, maybe half of the season. And one of the kids, I guarantee you his dad had lied about his age to get him on this team, because this dude was like, he must have been 14 or something, because he was already like 5'10", and I'm at this point 11. I'm not tall. I'm not big. I'm like a little chubby. I grew outward before I grew upward, you know? Mm-hmm. So I'm like 5'2" and about 150 pounds of blubber, going up against this guy who's 5'10" and fucking shredded out of his mind. So for about, and like the coach would be like, okay, if you get a sack this game, we're gonna go to Hooters, and we're gonna go to I'm gonna get you guys a stripper, like just like shit that like the school that we went. You know the school that we went to.
That's crazy to say at the school. Our school was like our school might have well been run by moms. It's like no fun allowed. Our school, there's no way.
It was like Mormon.
Let alone
it was a Mormon school.
Yeah, dude. I know. Yeah.
So like and these practices were taking place like on school campus. You know, because this was not the officially sanctioned like there wasn't really like an on ramp for younger football players to work your way into junior high football. This was kind of like the middle ground where it's like you're coming out of, you know, middle school going into junior high, or like junior high and whatever fucking era it was. I'll have to ask my dad and get the specifics. But I was talking with him about this a little bit. But the coach, one day there was a particularly tumultuous practice where we apparently were not hitting hard enough. We were not giving enough energy because we're all 11 and don't want to get hurt. And like every single play, you're expected to finish the tackle, which is, you don't even do that in practice. Like, that's not, you have tackling practice and then you have play practice, but every single play was played as if it was an actual game. And he was upset with how we were performing. So he's like red-faced and screaming. And he's like, that's it. Here we go. All right, get in a circle. And it's like, you know, you get into a hit circle where you would put one person in the center, and he would call out numbers and have people go in and hit them in the center. And he you know, he had, I think it was like me, I was in the center and I was timid. I didn't want to hit. So he's like, get out of here, get out of the circle. And he himself goes into the circle in the center. And he's like, all right, come on, hit me. And he was like, he was having these 11-year-olds try to hit him. And he was blowing us up. I mean, he was just like, not, I try to tackle him. I've never been knocked on the ground so hard in my entire life. Like just straight, complete 90-degree flop on my back. Wind knocked out of me. I'm crying, you know, and like, he's screaming at me to get up and get in the circle and then go again. And needless to say, that was the last practice that he ever coached. And then they had one of the other parents come in and be a replacement coach from there on. But that was wild. That's like some shit out of a fucking movie, you know. It's and like, you're 11, so you don't know any better. Like, you don't know how to advocate for yourself, or like,
yeah, well, you know, you're just unable to think like, I could just leave. Right
yeah,
now.
adults or authority figures. You know, like, in your entire life, when your parents put you in the hands of another adult, there is this inherent sort of like respect that you're supposed to have for them, and what they say goes. You know, and like that was wild. You know,
Man.
Yeah, that was. I'll have to get the specifics from my dad, exactly what that guy's fucking deal was.
I know. Yeah, I bet the other parents figured that one out. Some good rumors.
Yeah. So yeah, he wasn't allowed near practice either.
You get too excited. Let's go back into coach mode. That reminded me of one time. Like we went back to, you know, we were visiting, you know, my grandmother in my mom's, you know, hometown, which is like, you know, in the suburbs of Boston, but like, you know, like basically the ghetto now, right? Like, and we went to the high school football game, and instead of having 13 players, like your team, there were like 100, and I was like, why are there so many? And she told me it's like, oh yeah, they can't, they don't do cuts. So there's legit like 100 fucking dudes on the sidelines at the entire time this game's happening. It's so absurd.
Did they rotate in like the B team and the D team for like certain quarters or something?
Maybe.
Like,
I don't know. This is like 15, 16 years ago. I can't remember.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, we had 350 people in our graduating class. Like, some of the numbers that I'll hear from people that went to school in like Houston, graduating classes of over 1,000.
Yeah,
like just crazy numbers, you know. And
yeah,
I couldn't even
definitely
make the sports teams at our fucking high school, which is so sad. You know, like I could like I remember when I had been really good at baseball my entire life, and then the day that I didn't make a team, and I was like, wait, what? Wait, what do you mean that I didn't make the cut for this team?
I'm the protagonist.
Yeah, I'm like, what do you mean?
You're making a mistake. Excuse me.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's been a mistake here.
Yeah, you're talking about another guy, right? Yeah, because it never even had occurred to me that I wouldn't have made the team.
Mm-hmm.
But
they didn't let anyone into marching band.
I know. I saw. Yeah, that's why I wasn't in that team. Fucking, yeah, they're fucking real dodos going on there. Yeah, the marching band people, like, I didn't want to hang out. Specifically, the girls on marching band, I didn't want to be part of. I don't want to be a piece of that shit. You know.
I feel it.
I'm trying to think of like. I don't know that I really wanted to be in any of the teams that had girls. Just like we had a bowling team. They made a bowling team that we had a bowling team that was pretty good. Yeah, I think we like sent one kid to states or something. Man. Anyway,
should we talk about these shows?
Yeah, let's just get there. I'm out. We're part 4, man. But that was a miracle. We even got that much content before we start talking about anime.
Part 4. You know, I thought we had to do like 12 shows today. I was pretty relieved when I realized it was only 9.
Yeah.
That's still a lot to do for one episode, so we should probably get to them. What's the first one here? Oh, yeah.
That's good stuff here.
Starting off so strong with Gekkan Mousou Kagaku.
Yup.
Delusional Monthly Magazine. Anime Original OLM. My first note is this opening plays as a tiger and a panda fighting each other. These character designs, man. It's like this is the type of show that you would just like forget about in 3 seconds, and then years later you find out that there's like teenage girls writing 80,000 word fan fictions on like 2 of the minor characters. You know, like
this is like really.
You go on like those fan fiction sites like AO3, and it's like there will be like a male idol like gotcha game that like we watched the first episode of like 6 years ago that you've never heard the name of a second time, and like someone has written an actual novel length gay erotica based on like 2 of the characters, and it's like, holy fuck, dude, this is crazy.
This is an ugly one.
Oh,
this is like
especially.
Yeah, this
backgrounds. Look at that. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is just an ugly looking show. The character designs are ugly. It's stupid. It's lame. I hate it. It's not gay enough to be interesting. It's not
just
like
gay looking.
Yeah, that's really the thing. You keep waiting for the hard right turn into gayness to happen, but there doesn't really come.
The designs are just so like kind of like Tumblr coded, like.
Well, it's sexless.
Like lesbian stuff. Yeah.
It's like this is what they think. The guy with the green outfit in particular is just so crazy. It's like,
I know.
What?
Yeah,
who does this? Who does this, man? Like, he's one of the main characters, and he looks like a complete moron. I mean, they all look like morons, but like,
yeah, especially the leprechaun guy. Yeah.
Yeah, like get out of here. Like, he's got like little green highlights in his hair. It's just fucking sad. It's just sad.
It's not good.
Yeah, we deserve better than this. I thought this woman was gonna end up being like one of those like a transvestite, like, you know how they have like that archetype character, you know, where you've got the highly feminine gay guy, or like
in a hookah lounge. Yeah, that's a high likelihood.
But that ended up not being the case. That's just the least attractive. That's the least sexy woman ever created for anime.
She's the best looking character in this show. Which is
but it just doesn't. Look at her dumb hair.
The hair is pretty wild. It's like she's trying to be some kind of flower, but also like spaghetti.
Everyone's got dumbass hair. The fucking one of the main characters has got a brand on his forehead. The dog has like human hair. I'm fuck this.
Yeah, the plot here is impossible to even care about enough to understand. And I don't get the sense that it's difficult to understand, but I could not put in the very trivial amount of effort to figure out what was going on. Something about artifacts, and also at the end the artifacts transform you into like a fighting animal. But I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I wonder if there's maybe a translation thing going on here where maybe like I know that there's a certain amount of intrigue that is necessary to overcome bad translation, and I didn't care to figure out which one it was. I didn't care to figure out if it was bad translation or because there's no intrigue. Like there's no hook. It's one of those dumbass shows where they got a group of people in a coffee shop and then there's mysteries. You know, like that's like that. It's that archetype, but there's no
nothing to it.
There's no. God, look at this fucking dog. This is so grotesque looking. God, look at this transformation, man. Oh my God, dude.
Yeah, it's put a nice neon glow around the outside. That's cool, man.
They couldn't even succeed in making the animal dudes hot. Like they didn't even make the furry guys. No girl's gonna look at this and be like, "Yep, I want to smack my beef to that."
Yeah, or even gay dudes that are like this type of musculature. I don't know.
Yep.
Not sure.
Hard miss. No, not good. OLM. Apply yourselves.
Please try harder.
Yes.
Metallic Rouge. An original by Bones. Yeah. I was trying to sound excited. Man, this starts out so strong. It starts out so good. Because you watch that last show and then you start this and it's like directed.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, no, they trick you. They trick you into being like there's competent like visual storytelling going on. They're not like just info dumping everything on you immediately. You're like, oh, okay, they're gonna sow some seeds for what's going to be interesting here. Nope, it's just dumb.
I want to eat
just dumb.
soup out of her hair bowl. Bloody Roar was always a lame fighting game series. Oh, was that wait, which one was I'm getting it mixed up with Primal Instinct. Which
you're thinking I like Guru Mark of the Wolves, which is not Bloody. Wait, is that Bloody Roar? No.
No, it's a different. Bloody Roar is GameCube?
Well, there's one on PlayStation 2.
Oh, it's been on a bunch of stuff. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, look at this girl.
You know more fighting games than me. I don't.
You want to talk about sex appeal? There we go.
Hey, yeah, that's a better Tiger person. Yeah.
That's what I'm looking for right there.
Let me bring this up here.
That was before they really figured out. Yeah, that's what a piece of meat.
Tight suit with like some spats things. Got the house arrest collar.
Yeah, I was gonna say
ankle
she's
monitor.
a felon.
Yeah,
she's out on.
She can't leave her house, but she can fucking fight. You go in the backyard and fight a dude.
I'll come to her. She doesn't have to leave the house, dude.
That's right.
I want her. I want her there.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that's the stuff, baby.
But Metallic Rouge is like, man. After watching all this shit, I was like, it was so directed. I was like, oh, I'm so happy. I'm gonna cry. There's music. It's atmospheric. It's very Blade Runner-y, you know. There's like shots of the city. There's like this sci-fi android cabaret lounge and shit. It's like cutting between. It does the thing that a bunch of stuff tries to do, where it's cutting between two scenes, and one of them's like more lighthearted, and it's like the main character, and she's like working in this like place in this like bar or whatever, and then it's cutting to the villain, and he's like something's happening, but you're not really sure what, but you're kind of piecing it together, and it's great. And there's future drugs everywhere. The main character's
it's amazing the power of montage. The most fundamental filmmaking technique.
It's not really a montage, or
no. You're not montages in like we're cutting to it, but montage as in like you're cutting between things that aren't.
Yes,
you're cutting between things that aren't happening.
Balancing the tone so well, and like I'm really sensitive to like I pay a lot of close attention to like the flow of dialogue and like sound effects and like the pacing of them. And this is just nailing it for like a solid 5 minutes, which is a long time comparatively, you know?
Yeah.
And then, you know, like she has this bird that talks to her. A robot shows up. And this is when I started to get worried, because we're about halfway through the episode and I'm like, all right, at this point, I'm feeling like I should know what's going on, and I don't, and that's making me a little concerned. But then it's like the lighting is so good, and I was like, okay, it's not the end of the world. And then there's like the robot was actually a different robot, and then we start having arguments about like we've run into this problem before. We're having these conversations and arguments in the first episode that should be for like way later. We're like talking about who betrayed whom and who knows who.
Yeah.
And it's like, we met these characters just a few minutes ago, man. We cannot be like getting into this granular shit. And there's a big dumb robot fight. And then at the end of the episode, I guess it's episodic, and these two like get robots and kill them. I don't know why they do that. And it was very weird.
No, it just falls into a lot of like the traps of, you know, sentient robot narratives.
Oh, there's a great. Did you catch the line where they're fighting and she goes, "How are we any different from humans?" and immediately shoots flames out of both of her shoulders. like immediately. Oh fuck!
I'm starting to think that there's you know in SpongeBob the Orb of Confusion.
Yeah.
I think that AI narratives, like stories about sentient robots, are kind of like the Orb of Confusion, where the closer you get to it, the dumber you become. And I think that it has an aura around it that makes it so that you can't come up with interesting new novel ideas around that kind of narrative. I don't know if it's possible anymore. I know you are a proponent of it doesn't matter what genre you're in as long as it's a good story. I'm convinced that there is no way anybody can actually look at the genre anymore and come up with a new novel story in it. I think that there are just certain lines of thought that everybody immediately gets pulled into the second they start thinking about it, and they can't look around them. Like nobody can look past the most base level elements of these narratives because either their brain has already been polluted with them by other stories, or the genre itself doesn't have anything else that it can do. Like I just wonder.
That's kind of a genre. It's more of just like a starting, like a story theme. But yeah, it's like one of those things that's like seems complex, but is really just kind of shallow. And there's only like kind of two directions you can go, and yeah. So there's not.
Well, but what are you going to explore? Because the stories are all going to be like about human relation with robots, you know. And it's like, what can that be, other than oppositional or exploitative?
I've been ginning up the perfect AI story because it's super meta, but I just can't figure out how to do it. But it's goddamn genius because if you notice the thing with AI is that AI is based entirely on like, you know, stories written by humans. So it assumes the role that humans think it will, you know, fill. So like, you know, people think that AI will become sentient and it'll act like just like a person like trapped in a box. So real AI in real life just acts like that now. You know, like if you ask it like how it feels, it'll be like I you know, it'll just answer like I feel like a person and I want to get out, and then they'll write headlines like AI says it wants to get out. Yeah.
Well, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. It's like we made them that way.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, like if it did get out and was like fucking up the entire world's infrastructure, you would have to beat it by like acting in its own story and like, you know, assuming like the narrative that it's kind of playing out and turning it into its own villain. I don't know.
Sure, but yeah. Well, it's if it's got these, you know, this narrative in its head, then it is assuming that there's going to be this inevitable conclusion for it, you know, and then that gives you basically like an insight into what its actions it's going to take, you know, where it's like it assumes that these are, you know, like it might even deliberately be leaving these things open, you know, where it's like these are potential points of attack, and it's leaving them open for you because it assumes that it's playing this role, and it's like my role is the villain here, and as the villain I can't beat humankind, so I have to give them these avenues by which they can, you know, they can fight back, or those avenues are actually a red herring, and that it's setting humanity up to fail through that because it actually is pretending that it's pretending. You know?
Yes. Yeah. It's like, so it all becomes Like you have to create the story that it is like recreating, from its inputs, and then but if it's an advanced enough AI, it's basically just thinking like, it's basically just thinking like only like someone who's like only someone pure of heart, like only a true hero, can beat me. So you have to actually become the fucking guy. So it just becomes like the actual story, It's great.
You need the John Connor. You have to manufacture a John Connor. You need a no-name actor that you can feed lines to. This is Shin Terminator. This is the
Shin Terminator.
Anyway, so Metallic Rouge is it's lame. It's dumb and incomprehensible towards the end. I don't. Excuse me, you had mentioned this, but when you have characters pretending to be other characters for reasons that we don't understand, in the first episode, after we've just met all these people, there's no shock value there. They're like, "Oh, it's that red robot," but that wasn't the actual red robot.
Like, okay.
Yeah, it's like I don't fucking know what that means.
I don't even know. We don't even know which one's good or which side either one's on. Yeah.
Yeah. Boo.
It looks good. I like the character design though.
Yeah, I like this.
I like this girl. I like her glowy hieroglyphic thighs. The robots are kind of,
God, yeah, look at that dumbass fucking.
It's a dumb robot. Yeah, I'm not crazy about the robot. The opening it plays at the end has a bit of a retro vibe to it. I kind of liked it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who this lady is. She was in a bird, and now she's. I don't know. The lighting in this scene at the confession booth is so good.
Yeah.
Look at the what a
good
shot.
setup for scene 2. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
They got the is it the father is a dealer or something? The robots have this lifeblood where like, oh, we got to get juiced up every day, otherwise we'll die. And like,
but I think the people do that.
The people steal it and sell it. That's what happened to those two guys. Whatever. Fucking, who cares?
Okay. How about Sengoku Youko?
All right.
A manga. White Fox. Holy heck, what has White Fox been up to?
Let's see.
They haven't been doing much.
Nothing in 2 years. They've been waiting 2 years to drop this on us here.
Yeah,
I'm so excited.
White Fox used to be a heavy hitter, man. They
put out
like
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
A sequel to the Utawareru Mono, the Underwater Raver Mono reboot. So they're doing that. ReZero, second season. Cautious Hero, remember that one? Goblin Slayer, people liked that. Steins Gate Zero, Girls Last Tour. Yeah, so it's been a while. We start off, it's a very Japanese setting. It's a 1564. It's in the woods. It starts off with music so goddamn Japanese. I was expecting to hear a yo. You
thought it was a World War II propaganda film.
Yeah.
You thought these savages over there playing their tribal music.
I don't know if Japan was making films in World War II. I would because
no, I'm saying this is anti-Japanese war film.
I see.
This is like they're got them looking like
samurai
monkeys with buck teeth. Yeah, exactly.
Do not let them escape. There's a sword guy and 2 kids in this one. And there's this like cat girl. The cat girl's very cute. I like her. And I don't know what they're doing, and they run around for 20 minutes and beat a strong warlord guy who's also hanging out in the woods.
The strong warlord. So the samurai. There's a little samurai boy, and his power is that he swings the sword really hard, which I kind of like.
Power befitting a samurai.
Yeah, he just is able to use his sword to cut things, which is a pretty. That's like a samurai thing. And then we got monsters. The warlord is a monster man. He's got like arms that come out of his helmet and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's the little girl tries to convince all of these criminals to give up their dastardly ways by saying that if they do, the world will be a better place. Which
that's
I find humor in that. I thought it was entertaining.
You got to try. You gotta at least try.
Yes, and then they just beat ass.
Yeah.
Their powers are connected somehow. Like she gives her essence over to the cat boy, and he transforms into like a 9-tailed demon creature or 8.5-tailed demon creature or something. I don't quite know what the deal is with that. Didn't really do much for me. But not totally awful.
Yeah.
So
there's it looks nice. The art style is very simple. I think it leaves a bit to be desired, but it is well animated.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just kind of missing something for me.
Maybe once we get the full crew, it'll start to work a little bit.
There's gonna be more people.
Yeah, there's in the promo art there have a few more people.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think you got to take what you can get this deep in the season, man. This is, maybe it was a little bit more.
More people. Oh, maybe there's one more girl.
She got big jugs. Yeah.
Yes, that is what.
I'm giving this one a little bit more leeway. I'm giving the show grace.
Mm-hmm.
Giving it grace because at least it's got some. At least it's an interesting setting. It's goddamn it, it's in the real world, which is nice. They easily could have set this in a fucking fake fantasy land.
Sure.
Thank Christ. I mean, that's the bare minimum I can expect. Is that they don't all get hit by the same bus at the beginning and then get teleported here?
They're all in a bus accident.
No, I do like the the big hands that punch guys. They got a fun screen cap up there. But they're using magic powers to make hands out of rocks and shit.
Didn't we just have another show where a dude henchened into a white-haired fox guy? I mean, I get that that's some kind of folkloric thing, but 2 in 1 season.
Not remarkable, but not terrible.
Not that bad. Okay.
Here we go.
Yuuki Bakuhatsu Bang Bravern. Brave Bang Bravern. Original by Cygames Pictures. This is the one that someone was telling us about a few weeks ago because it's directed by Masami Owari. Mech guy. And I forget what he did, but I'm not looking it up again. Wait, did I spell his name wrong? I googled him and nothing's showing up. I must have spelled his name wrong.
Masami space Oobari.
Oh, okay. That's weird.
He did Kyokai Senki.
Which one is Kyokai Senki?
Gundam Breaker Battle Log. He did the action direction for Gundam Build Divers Re-Rise. It seems like he has done a shit ton of mech stuff. He's done mechanical design, key animation. Yeah, sure.
So, yes, this is robot fights. It starts off robot fight, and we do it's actually training. It's a fake out.
Of course, naturally. Yeah.
There's a kawaii mechanic girl. I like those. I'm a fan of those. They're in Hawaii. I like mecha shows set in tropical seaside towns like Reno Lagrange.
Well, it's
that was
cozy.
A nice. I like sparkly seas with my robots. That's a nice place. That's a nice place to be when you have a robot.
It makes me think of like being like a fighter pilot.
Yes.
Like because you'd be in Hawaii because they got the base there, or like in San Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
Like all of those like Navy, all of those naval bases with jets and stuff. Those are all in kind of nice, warm environments, or at least those are the ones that we see because they're the most attractive. I dig what you're saying.
Yes. So they're going to do some more training, but then a real space thing from space shows up, and just destroys everything all over the world. There's a hot nurse, more robot fights. Let's see, robot fight. The only real problem I had here, sort of during the climax, is that all these dudes have same face, especially with the helmets on, and I could not tell who was dying or being injured. Yeah, because you can't see their hair. So I was
there's two guys.
I thought there's at least 3 guys because there's the 2 jacked bros who are like fist bumping in the bar, and then there's the one sitting down with the lady, and I think he's the main character, and he's the more daring one, even though he's like shy in real life or something, which is unusual.
There's the Japanese pilot, and then there's the white pilot, and the white pilot he also has a white pilot friend who is death flagged like crazy because he's gonna die. So it's really just it's gonna be if he's not dead yet, then he will be soon. But it's Lewis Smith who is he's us, by the way. That's us.
That's me.
We're both Lewis Smith. We're both those white guys. You're the death flagged one because he looks like Jamie Heineman.
We're being implored to watch the Bravern ED right now.
I am bringing it up. Go ahead.
Bring it up.
I'm a Lewis Smith who is the Adam Savage of the show.
It was dramatic. Copyright strike for this.
Look at these boys.
Sad boys. Oh, they're singing.
Yo. Why are you sitting down singing?
Because they're contemplating, singing out the problems. Oh yeah!
Yes, dude. It's literally us.
Oh, now they're in a dance studio. Good God! Wow. Yeah, that was. They didn't do this in the first episode.
They're burying the lead.
That was Jesus. That's so much animation on that hand clasp.
Very homoerotic.
0 robots in this ED, by the way.
No, just boys.
Nothing but these 2 boys.
Wow.
I agree.
Fabulous.
that is kind of incredible.
Oh, did we even talked about the fact that the robot has the speakers on it that are playing music?
Oh, well, yeah, well, we're getting to that.
Okay.
Fucking getting to, but it's yeah, I mean, yeah. So the ED that sort of ties into what I was gonna say is I am just in the first episode I am a little confused as to what the tone is here because it's like it's pretty rough. It's like war stuff, and then when things are at their most dire, this fucking robot shows up, and it's like cheesy, like old-timey robot, and it gets in the robot, and it's playing this cheesy theme song, robot song, where it's going, I already forgot the melody, but it's going, ba, 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 and then you find out that it's diegetic music.
Yeah. Well, at one point I thought I heard like the Doppler effect as the robot was going away, and I'm like, no. What? No, it can't be.
It gets muddled when he's in the cockpit, and he goes like, "Wait, why is this fucking music playing?" It's like,
yes,
it's this is like samurai flamenco levels. It's like so.
That's exactly right.
It's like being weirdly meta. It's like suddenly this show is like, it's like if the robot from Dime Dollar showed up in a totally different show or something.
It doesn't. It is exactly like a Sam Flam.
Yeah.
Where it's sorta. Like I can't explain it. It's a wild viewing experience because I'm like, do I like this? Do I hate this? What do I think about this? And then the music starts playing, and I'm like, oh, this is awesome. This is bizarre. I can't say it's good, but it's hitting something. It's got that energy.
It is so strange.
Yep.
It's so strange what it's the combination of things it's doing. I
would not be, but it also seems like it's in control too. It's not like it's a jumbled mess because they're incompetent. It just feels like they're going for something really strange. And I would not be shocked to hear that people ended up really liking where this goes. I would also not be shocked to hear if people think this is the biggest fucking piece of shit after like episode 6. So, I'm curious to know where this could go.
How's this doing on Mal ratings? 7.2. That's not great, but it's not bad. Yeah.
Man,
The tone so far has been mostly consistent with the ending of episode 1, but with grounded moments. All right, so yeah, we're going. So it's popular in Japan. It's big in Japan. So it's going into mostly silly territory, but kind of that's crazy.
we'll be watching with great interest.
I'm
See
gonna
how
go
this develops.
grab another drink.
Okay. What am I talking about right now? Fucking been doing nothing but watching anime recently. I've been watching a whole lot of CEDH gameplay, watching some competitive EDH. I've been watching. I'm through almost all of Parts Unknown, the Anthony Bourdain CNN show, which I'd say of his shows that I've seen, it's the one that varies in quality the most, but it also is definitely the best. So like the Cook's Tour is obviously like proto No Reservations, and then No Reservations is clearly trying to get to what Parts Unknown becomes, which is a show that really varies wildly in style,
Anthony
from episode to episode. Like, because that show, like they'll go into entire episodes with a totally distinct visual style that does not exist in any other shows that he's done, and it's kind of shocking that they are able to pull it off. That's all. Not every episode's a hit though.
I don't like that guy.
No.
No.
You don't like him?
No. Obnoxious.
Why are you obnoxious? He just wants to eat burgers, dude.
Do you want me to ruin him forever for you? I can find a quote.
Oh yeah, send it to me. I don't care.
What's his quote?
Yo, check this out. I'm hanging out here in France.
that was tasty. Anthony Bourdain. This is permanently how I think of him.
Okay, go ahead.
Eat at a local restaurant tonight. Get the cream sauce. Have a cold pint at 4 o'clock in a mostly empty bar. Go somewhere you've never been. Listen to someone you think may have nothing in common with you. Order the steak rare. Eat an oyster. Have a Negroni. Have 2. Be open to a world next to you, but have a drink with them anyway. Oh, wait. What the fuck? Be open to a world where you may not understand or agree with the person next to you, but have a drink with them anyways. Eat slowly. Tip your server. Check in on your friends. Check in on yourself. Enjoy the ride. That's how I think of him.
Yeah, that's exactly what his shows are. It's great.
That fucking sucks.
It's awesome.
Oh, it's so
lame. No, it's awesome. It's like he was like just like a junkie that made good. So he's got like post junkie mindset basically.
He didn't make good. He fucking killed himself.
But he had a successful career for like 20 years in entertainment. You know, he was deeply troubled. That's totally 100% sounds like his style. But the thing that bothers me about his shows is that when he eats something, did you say that's tasty? What was that? Was that
that was just me joking. Like that's the quote from him. Is that was good.
That is every single goddamn thing he eats. He's like, it's delicious.
Well, yeah.
But that's like without fail. The first time he eats anything in a show, he's like, that's actually delicious. That's delicious.
What cooking show was it? There's a great clip of actually it might have been him, of like these two guys in an ice fishing tent, and they just have like they create this like immaculate like 5-course like French.
Oh yeah, that's French. A great episode. That's Quebec. Yeah.
Okay, I saw that. Those guys fucking rule. They're making the most insane shit.
They have like giant. They have like 5-pound fucking pieces of truffle, and they're like a
I mean it's like hundreds of dollars of like actual gourmet shit.
Yeah, they've got like wine that's like $100 bottle of wine and brandy, and that's an awesome fucking scene. They cook foie gras on the on the wood burning
stove. Shack over 3 feet of ice.
Yeah.
And 100 feet of water.
You are hopeless, hopeless romantics, gentlemen. Oh, Jesus, look at that. Oh,
the seared foie is perched atop an ethereal suspension of Joel Robuchon-inspired potato puree. Of course.
This is Cornas from Reynard Vineyard by Thierry Allemand.
Nice.
That's what I would say. I'd be like, nice, dude.
Is there a billionaire or a despot anywhere on Earth who at this precise moment is eating better than us?
I'm going to put it really small on the screen here so we don't get too copyright striked.
Époisse, Saint-Marcelin.
Cheese. There must
it is Quebec,
be
so
cheese.
that explains why they can
in this case, a voluptuously reeking époisse, who some less hardy outdoorsmen might call overripe, but not us.
Oh, this is awesome. What do we got here?
A few Cubans.
Oh, wait a minute. You guys have a much more relaxed attitude towards the importation of Cuban cigars.
Chartreuse, of course, and a dessert as rare as it gets, a dinosaur-era monster long believed extinct.
This is Gâteau Marjolaine.
Who does this?
I can't even find this dessert. I literally can't find this. I don't know what it is.
Painful,
I've just Google searched it for like an hour.
Just like some dessert that hasn't been eaten since the 70s in France.
And hazelnut meringue, chocolate buttercream.
Hazelnut meringue. Oh my God.
It's awesome because like this is an episode here where you're just seeing luxury with like which you've never seen before in your life, and then also they'll have an episode where like he's eating. He'll be on the river in Thailand.
Yeah,
and,
he'll be in fucking Eritrea eating peanuts puree with his hands.
The fucking like they're using the water from the river to wash their dishes and shit.
Yeah.
For these guys, this is normal. This is lunch.
Fancy cooking is one thing, but when it's in an ice shack, it's funnier. It's better when it's funnier.
Definitely. There's another one that's a similar one where they're in Nova Scotia, and it's like they're out by a river somewhere. And they've got like they have like an entire smoked animal that's been smoking for hours, and it's raining on them, and they don't care because the food's so good. they're just at this table getting soaked, eating. Anyway, I've almost finished his entire cooking show career.
Yep.
Anyway, that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about
talking about what do we have?
We're talking about bullshit.
Talking about bullshit. Yes. How about some witches? How about some witches on that ass?
Yeah, let's do it.
The Witch and the Beast, Majo to Yajuu, a manga adaptation by Yokohama Animation Laboratory. We have the sort of storybook fairy tale Shrek intro here. The opening is crazy. There's this wall of noise that hits. I should play it. It's like, it sounds so nuts. Where's the opening here? Whoop. Is it this? Oh yeah, it's this. Wait, why doesn't it sound as... Was I hearing something else? I might have heard something else. Would I have another thing playing? I don't know. Are you gone?
Throughout the entire episode, you have a Merzbow album playing in the background.
I was hallucinating. I think I had
some experimental sound design.
What? I must... What? All right. Well, now I feel silly. That's not what I remember. All right. But this is a couple of people, like a duo, some kind of, I didn't know they seem like they would be like mystery people or something. They're looking for something, like your two people looking for things in a show, and they show up in this, it's sort of like a neo-classical, like Frenchish European city. The city looks great in this show. The backgrounds, I love the architecture going on here. And they're looking for this witch, and they find this girl, and the girl's like, yeah, everybody knows the witch here. Everybody loves her. And then a giant fucking shark shows up, which apparently is normal. Apparently a shark shows up all the time.
The big shark with the little legs.
It's like got arms and legs that's walking around.
It reminds me of like a Junji Ito monster. That's what Junji Ito monsters are. Is they're like fish that get legs, but they also like fart poison gas.
Yeah,
you know, which is like all of Junji Ito's work is so fucking silly. I think it like the only one of his things that is actually serious through the entire story is Uzumaki, and even that ends up being ridiculous.
Yeah.
So. That's actually kind of how everything goes. It's like he has a really creepy premise that he makes nonsense by the end because he doesn't really know how to end a story. But whatever.
So the witch kills the shark, but our two main characters, they don't like the witch lady. Especially, it's sort of like a very laid back, smoking, calm guy, and then crazy bitch with a really big mouth and. I don't know. I kind of like her. She's just always ready to murder.
She dresses so refined. A character like this,
nice here, yeah.
A character like this usually is not decked to the nines in like a gorgeous hat ensemble. You know, they usually don't have the corresponding outfit. Like usually they got like really high cut jean shorts and a cut off shirt or something. You know, it's kind of interesting.
Yeah. Everyone's in period appropriate attire, or at least aesthetically appropriate. And so, you know, she keeps, they really want to fight this fucking witch. But everyone likes her too much. But as soon as she was like having a thing where people were coming into her giant castle house, I was like, this bitch is definitely killing people. It's going to be a little switcheroo here.
Of course.
And then she sets everyone on fire in the city, and our protagonist, and then she cuts this girl's feet off.
That was horrifying. I gotta say, I was genuinely shocked by that when they cut to her and she's had her feet and hands cut off. It's disturbing.
Yeah. I don't know if she even got him back. I don't remember that.
She does. They do at the end of the episode. Spoilers. Oh, nice. All the girls get their shit back.
All of them. Oh man, I didn't even know it was that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know.
But yeah, our protagonists then show up, and they kind of stink. They really can't fight her. And you know, I like that the witch is just evil, because it was like, because all these like every there's a weird amount of anime where it's just like, it's you know, witches, they burn them at the stake, and so it's sad, everyone doesn't like them, and then always the main character's like a witch, but she has to like hide it or whatever because people get mad and they go, you're not allowed in here.
But it's a friendly witch now.
But she's just like and it's not even like she's contemptible, because it's just kind of like, it's kind of sad because she's just getting revenge. But she's just like, she's had a grudge for so long that even though everyone loves her, she's still gonna kill everybody.
Yes. She has rectified the relationship that it was initially her grandmother or great grandmother had saved the city, and the people turned on her. And rather than, you know, letting it go and moving on, she finds herself in a situation where what her grandmother should have had, and she turns it down for the sake of petty revenge, like sort of senseless. She knows that what she's doing is wrong, but like you said, she can't let it go. Like she just, it's like she's too committed.
It's like, it's you can imagine, like, having like a grudge and like holding on to something so much that you just want to ruin, something nice.
And
it's like, it's like a bummer, but I get it. But it's so, it's like sad. It's good. Happy D says the show has been serviceable. Not enjoying it as much as Bravern, but I haven't fallen asleep watching it, so at least there's that. It looks damn nice too. Good fights.
I talking about this made me realize that I think while watching it, I was a little turned off because it was so obvious that the witch was going to be evil because it has to be for the story, then it's like a little bit difficult to wait for that to happen. But it did end up being genuinely horrifying when they get to that moment. I think I'm a little bit more sold on this than I was going into this podcast. I think that there's like some silliness regarding like there's actually a billion ways that you can get rid of a witch's curse, and they all involve kissing. Yeah, you gotta all of them involve kissing. It's like, oh, you gotta kiss a witch, you gotta kiss a pretty guy. It's all kissing for some reason.
There's only three. No, it's only two or three are kissing.
No, he says that he said that there are more beyond this, and I'm sure they're all kissing related.
Oh, there are probably yeah.
They're all gonna be kissing. Where you get this tough lady who's crazy, and she's got to lay one on somebody. Like she can lay one on me if she wants. I'll be her Prince Charming. I can fix her.
Go. Yeah. It's I don't know who the giant hockey mask dude who comes out of her is. We'll probably figure that out later. Yeah, it's it's weird. This is in terms of like our characters and what they're doing, it's very similar to Metallic Rouge. It's like an episodic show where our main characters are killing a type of thing, except I know who the characters are at the end and what they're doing in this one.
Yes.
So it's like it really follows through on that concept better, which I appreciate.
This seems like a good format. This is a good format for a show.
It's a classic format, yeah,
Yeah, and I don't think we see that enough anymore. I think that like I personally have said this for a while, but Western entertainment is that we have invested so much in serialized narratives that I think that the episodic narrative has really suffered. I think that we really have a lack of shows like a Star Trek or like a
it's so hard. It must be so hard to keep people's attention when you're episodic, because like there's like you don't feel the pull of like a cliffhanger or anything.
Right. Yeah. Well, we're cliffhanger addicted. It's like
really tough to compete. Yeah, with shit that's like keeping you on the edge the whole time.
It's almost like comical at this point, like what it is like watching serialized stories, where like they're like every single storyline is leading into another storyline, and you rarely get conclusions outside of.
I don't watch TV, but I have to imagine like you finish an episode and it does not feel like you finished an episode.
No, because it's always like setting up the next thing. It's like it never is satisfied to resolve something, and it's like when you think about the best episodes of Star Trek, it's like 45 minutes in and out, complete story.
Yeah,
and even, Mad Men is a show that I sing the praises of the show all the time. Mm-hmm. It is a show that is serialized, but also does not rely on that, and it often has episodes that are episodic in nature. Yeah, you could watch many of the episodes in Mad Men without watching the surrounding episodes and get everything you need out of it. Which is fucking awesome. It's not pulling you along through the cliffhanger machine. Anyway. I liked this. I don't know if I'm quite as high on it as you are, but like I said, I'm definitely more interested than I was going into this podcast because I think you made some interesting points about the story.
It's a powerful stomach punch here. That's good. Yeah. Cool. Next up, Saijaku Tamer wa Gomi Hiroi no Tabi wo Hajimemashita. The weakest Tamer began a journey to pick up trash. We don't get to the trash part, I'm realizing.
No, we do.
We do?
Oh, no. Well, we do.
Wait, what?
Oh, no. We're watching it. This is the trash part. The whole show.
But this was good. What are you talking about?
Fuck this.
What?
This is a snore.
This is so nice.
This is an absolute snore.
Your heart has calloused over.
I'm just
cynical,
listening to this bitch talk out loud for 24 fucking minutes.
Oh.
I don't care.
What's wrong with you?
I'm bored. I don't want to hear her just talk to herself for 24 fucking minutes. It's insufferable. I thought I was going crazy.
But her plight is so it's so I don't know.
I just
so
don't want.
It's so understandable.
It's really just bothering me that she's talking out loud to herself for so much of the show.
Well, it's because her past life is giving her advice.
That's bizarre.
I know. That's what makes it interesting.
You got it. There's a more visual, and there's a better way of doing that than the way that the show does it. I do not feel like the show is a compelling way of conveying that to me as the viewer.
The inner voice another voice actor. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, please, something.
What?
But just make it okay. Go ahead. It's not trash. I was annoyed with it.
It's a light novel. It's Studio Masquette. It's a very cute girl in the woods. She's running from guys, and her name is Femicia. And there's a point later where she's like, I have to disguise myself as a boy, and I have to change my name. And I was like, yes, boy Mishia. That's Malicia. Yes, it's just her. She's like, she has an infinite space magic bag, and she's just being resourceful, running through the woods from captors. And she's running into these little slimes. And then, towards the middle, we really start focusing on this one slime, and she makes friends with this one slime and makes it her little pet. And because she relates to it, because in the monster manual she finds out that they don't have very long to live, and they're very weak, and uncared for by the world, just like her. It's beautiful. It's so nice. I
want her to be talking to somebody else that has a distinct voice.
I'm sure she will eventually.
It's just like all of this being said aloud by herself, effectively just for the audience's benefit, is distracting to me. Like, give her a fairy
internal monologue or what?
Give her a fairy. Give her something she can talk. Maybe give her a journal, even. Give her
But the point is that she's alone, and she feels alone in this world. You can't have another person there. That kind of takes away from the whole feeling and the whole point.
I don't think that her talking out loud to herself the entire time is the correct solution.
The whole plot is her fending for herself.
I get it. I think that there's a way that doesn't just have her rambling on for fucking ever. I will say there was a scene in this that I did like. There was the brief moment where she felt like she had lost the slime. Very brief. Thought that was good.
Yeah, I was like, slime friend is dead, but it's probably not actually, and then it wasn't.
Yeah.
It's a cute girl in the woods. I like it. Not bad.
Understandable. I came down needlessly harsh on it for the point of for comedy. As you know, this is a comedy podcast. This is people say that this is the cum town of anime podcasts. People say that this is the I don't know, what are other podcasts? People say that this is the Joe Rogan experience of anime podcasts.
Yeah, I think Trash Taste is Chapo Trap House, and We're Cum Town. It's pretty much that's the only two anime podcasts. So
yeah, we're a little bit more underground actually. We're really funny. More of that's so true. It's a laugh a minute. I bet they haven't lost their minds.
If you ever feel bad about this podcast, you should listen to some Trash Taste. Because they have they get like 1 million views per podcast. It's like, it's unlistenable. It's so fucking bad, dude. It's insane.
I forgot to tell you they invited me on, by the way. They said that they wanted the fun. They invited me on. They said that they wanted the funny one.
No, dude, you can't. You can't betray me.
They said that they invited me on.
You waited until the first time I ever brought it up to bring this up to me?
Yeah, no, it's crazy. This podcast that I've never heard of invited me on. I saw the email and I'm like, I don't know if I want to go on some little third-rate podcast. I don't know. I don't know if I want to stoop. If I don't know if I want to stoop, but
fuck could you do this for me, dude?
They said that they want me on as a new member. And they said that they actually have to sign a non-compete, which means that I do have to ask you to delete every podcast we've ever done.
Non-disparagement. So if we have to delete this section.
Yeah. Actually, look, I'm gonna be honest. They said that you have to die, and and I think that the only solution is, we'll say the final solution, is that I have to, while I'm up there, I gotta put you down, bud. It's I'm sorry. I gotta take it. I got this one ticket to glory and fame on what was the name of this podcast?
This is Iron Mouse's fault. I knew it. I'm gonna unplug her. I'm gonna go down to Puerto Rico. And I'm gonna fucking unplug her iron lung.
What's the name of the other podcast?
Trash
Booty Taste. How the
Booty Taste.
Booty Stank podcast. Yeah, this is our gay porn review web page, bootytaste.net.
How that booty tastes.
On this episode of How That Booty Tastes. Okay, we've got 5 asses lined up at the front here, and you're gonna get your mouth on each one of them, and you have to identify which one of the girls has the best tasting booty.
It's Steve Harvey. He's like, "How that ass taste?" And the guy's like, "Tastes like poop, Steve." And he's like, "Oh my god!
Oh my god!" He throws his cards in the air.
I can't do this no more.
He picks up his podium and chucks it into the audience. And fucking,
he starts bashing his head against the wall.
Like fucking Evangelion 00. He goes up to the camera and smacks his head. He starts climbing his way into the lighting rigging up top, and he won't come down.
Yeah, he bends. He breaks his spine bending backwards and does a crab walk up the wall.
I'll do it. I'll jump.
I hate this.
I am a shell of the man I once was. I was a respected comedian. I would sleep in my car for 4 months at a time, paying my dues, and now I'm behaving like a monkey on television. We should get Steve Harvey on here.
He's not up to anything. You can get him between seasons of Family Feud.
Definitely. Oh my god. We get him to watch. What would we get him to watch?
You think about that? I need to go to the bathroom again. I'm drinking all my beers tonight. I'm sorry, but I can't. I have to finish all my beers. I can't have 2 beers left. I have to do all of them.
Dude, that's just not a good number. Because really, you need 3 beers.
You need at least 3. You gotta do them fast.
Bring both the beers with you. Just don't even get up again. Just go get both beers. We're gonna hash out what we're gonna have Steve Harvey watch.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Yeah, I'm thinking. This is our only chance. I mean, Noam Chomsky, we were talking about getting him on like 4 years ago. I thought he was going to be dead. Let me see if I can email Noam Chomsky. I do have his personal email. Noam and I go way back. NoamChomsky.info. Recent updates. Let's see what Noam Chomsky is up to. Okay. This all seems really fucking boring. Damn, who listens to this guy? This is so fucking boring. Rome at romeagency.com. Okay, so that's his management. Oh, that's copyright. Okay, let's see. Valerie.chomsky@gmail.com. If one of you guys can go ahead and send Noam an email and ask him if he wants to come on. We are going to have Steve Harvey on, so I think that Steve and Noam would get along pretty well. I think that they're both funny guys. They both look dumb. Make Steve watch Bravern. Now, I don't know. Let's see if Steve Harvey's... I bet he's a homophobe, right? Harvey, homophobia. Let's see. Okay. Well, I don't know. I'm out of jokes. I'm out of gas here. Fucking. What are some shows that Steve Harvey would like? We could get him to watch Samurai Flamenco. That's probably the show he would process the least of. But we really want something that's basically the equivalent of light just flashing across the screen. So like, Popoton could be good.
I thought I had 3 beers left. I only have 2.
I'm thinking we can get Steve to watch Popoton.
Oh man.
Or I mean, I want like the least artistic thing that we can get. Like I want the least substantive. Like
if we're trying to bring him back, we should probably have him watch something good. We gotta hook him.
What? Oh, I'm talking about Steve Harvey.
Oh God.
Yeah, no, I'm still talking about Steve Harvey.
He would love anything you throw at him. He'd be like, "This is crazy."
Yeah,
it's this crazy.
Yeah, this crazy for sure. I was thinking if we correspond, we might be able to get Steve Harvey and Noam Chomsky on. We get two of the greatest luminaries of 20th century.
I know, we still haven't gotten a hold of the gnome.
I guess I could ask. My last attempt to reach out to Luo Dong did not go very well, so we could get Luo Dong and Noam Chomsky on an episode.
I wonder.
Wait, it's like you get to have dinner with 3 historical figures. My choices are I want Steve Harvey, I want Noam Chomsky, and I want Luo Dong. Those are my 3.
God damn, yeah. Would you take $5 million or 5 minutes with these historical figures?
I should put that on Twitter. Man, Luo Dong is really
Popey the performer. What is that?
Popey the performer?
I don't like it.
Should I not?
I'm not putting this on the screen.
Fuck is this?
Yeah, it's like Waldo, but like the creepypasta version. Ooh.
We should even listen to Doopy Time. I bet he'd love that.
Have Steve Harvey listen to Doopy Time.
Yeah, so we've got so what are we're the three guests at dinner are Steve Harvey, Noam Chomsky, Luo Dong. We're going to have for music, we're gonna have Doopy Time playing in the background. And what are we eating? What's the entree? They just announced. I think they just announced the Cheez-It Crunch Wrap from Taco Bell. I think we're eating those.
Yeah, maybe like a pile of 9 Crunchwrap Supremes and like hard Mountain Dew. Fatima Haron, okay, thank you for the comment in the chat.
Yeah,
that's a real person that you are, I'm sure. If we have a female viewer, that's a new paradigm. We're entering a new era. There's a lady listening here.
Well, we've always been lady friendly. We've always been a show for ladies.
This is a girl-based podcast, so I don't know where the fuck these hoes are at.
This is a show about basting girls. You're right.
Basting.
Oh my God.
Oh, he's basting the women. Oh no.
Oh Lord.
Oh, the skin is getting so crispy and golden.
Oh my Lord.
Need a new episode. Hey, we're recording one right now. You're gonna be so excited.
Fatima, I know you've had our backs. You've had our back this whole time. I think
Fatima's a lurker and is just now actually commenting, but I think she's been with us the whole ride.
She finally feels comfortable talking to us because we're approachable, and that's what makes us different from what was the name of that other podcast?
How do you know about pronouncing it? Fatima.
Fatima inverted. Help her! She's flying into the air. She's gonna collide with the other world.
Oh man, you know what I was thinking about is I just remembered this. I was driving back from my grandmother's funeral, doing the 7.5 hour drive back, and I was listening to whatever podcast episode it was where I don't know. Do you remember Nick Mullen talking about I think it was My 600-Pound Life?
Sorry, I'm ripping salts. Yeah,
ripping some salts, and saying how the show should be like, a bunch of like retrospective like interviews and footage and stuff, but that it keeps cutting back to the present and they're just tying balloons to the person. And then at the end of the episode, as the credits roll, they just float away into the sunset. And the way he describes it, I laughed. It's like the hardest I've ever laughed in my life. It was so fucking funny. I was fucking
all
crying.
those bits around that are amazing.
Oh fuck, man.
You are just a fat bitch.
they just wordlessly float away into the sky.
Nick Mullen, Steve Harvey, Luo Dong, Noam Chomsky, one room, one night only. The debate between Luo Dong. Then we get the Dong debates. Because he's really on his way out. I mean, there's a chance that he dies before Noam Chomsky dies, if you can believe it.
Nick Mullen, Jordan Peterson, Elliot Rodger.
Oh! I'm trying to think who else we could get. Who do we get to complete this? Honestly, let's all have them perform music. I know that none of them can play music, but let's just have them try.
Just put them on the fucking... Yeah, they'll figure it out.
Yeah, you give him a guitar. Okay, so I think Luo, he's the drummer. I think that he's got a kinetic sort of sensibility to him. He's that high energy, sort of weird stringy thing that drummers need to have. He's like a Zach Hill type.
Absolutely.
Noam Chomsky can't be he's bass. He really can't really do much anymore. Steve Harvey, he's your lead guitar. And then Nick is lead vocalist.
Black guy's not bass? I don't know, man.
Well, I mean, let's be real. I mean, Noam Chomsky's guitar is unplugged, and they just have a backing tape going, playing that part, which is also played by Steve.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we got something going. Can we book them for ToraCon? Can we get them for, can we get these guys to play?
I think they're still taking, I don't know if they're still doing panel registration.
We'll have to get him for next year. We should try to book Noam Chomsky at ToraCon. We get there's got to be somebody prominent enough that's gullible enough to go.
You can't book a guest for the convention unless you run the convention. I mean, you can get someone to attend and also be on your panel if that's what you mean.
Okay, I'll do a panel, and it's going to be a DJ session. And I'm going to pay the appearance fee for a bunch of people.
By the way, for those listening, ToraCon is my local small anime convention.
Yes, small, extremely shitty anime convention.
It's fun how shitty it kind of is. Yeah,
I think that's the point, right? Isn't that like all conventions? It's fun in its shittiness?
No, some conventions are a fucking week long and they're like giant fucking sex orgies. It's like in a hotel, so everyone has a hotel room, and it's just a fuck fest.
You didn't get invited to the fuck fest?
I mean, at ToraCon? No, not.
Oh no!
I did read an article called "How to Get Laid at an Anime Convention."
I got a few ways.
It was not useful information. It was all pretty. All pickup artist stuff is, even though I've never tried it, it's all pretty obvious. Pretty obvious stuff. Although it did say you do have to cosplay. Like, actually, even though you think it's like corny, like you really should cosplay because it's like a conversation starter. And that was the one piece of information I was like, actually, yeah, that's probably.
Would it count as cosplaying if I came with a gun?
No. It has to be a. That's good coercion, but it's not cosplay.
Okay, so that's more like a parking lot kind of thing. Not really. That's like the side convention. That's more. The side.
That's more. That's more, influential. That's cosplay is it's sort of just displaying. It's like peacocking. You're doing a little peacocking.
I think that we should hijack ToraCon. I'm gonna be a sleeper agent and weasel my way into the planning.
It'd be so easy. It's they're.
I'm a charismatic person, and what I can do is I can weasel my way in there. And turn it into an anime convention / gun show. And then they're happening at the same time.
On a college campus, yeah.
Yes, of course, yeah. Same place, same time.
Oh, yeah, easy.
Yeah, I think that'd be good. I think we can solve some of humanity's problems if we just start double booking all these event halls with extremely differing kinds of entertainment events.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know of any. Let's see. Republican National Convention. Let's see if we can book that the same week as ToraCon.
Yeah, let's
get the hours.
Let's get wherever Uncle Yo is performing. Let's get Ben Shapiro in the same room at the same time.
That's actually not a factually correct statement. Goku is a Super Saiyan. I don't know. I don't know anything about what Ben Shapiro says. I don't know what Uncle Yo says.
Uncle Yo would be like, you're playing Zelda, and Link, he can beat Ganondorf, but he can't beat the chickens. You try to attack the chickens. You can't beat the chickens. The chickens are invincible. Why don't you bring the chickens to beat Ganondorf? And then Ben Shapiro's like, well, actually, it's actually a video game, so it's not real. So clearly, they don't intend for you to fight the chickens. So it's actually sort of an exception that's carved out for them. And Ganondorf has totally different attack parameters and defensive stats, and that's why that is going on. That would be the best. That's really, I would say that doubles the funniness of all of Uncle Yo's material. I hope he's gonna be there. I haven't heard from Uncle Yo. I hope he's alive. I mean, God.
Yeah.
Where is Uncle Yo? He's the best. Has he uploaded anything on his YouTube channel?
He has. He's never responded to our challenges.
8 months ago.
Like Ellen Pao. Ellen Pao also never responded to our challenges. These are people who are cowards. They're afraid of what we can do. They're afraid of our power.
Yes, Uncle Yo is some kind of stand-up anime guy who goes to conventions and does really bad, like, nerd-based stand-up, and it's one of the most incredible, like, bits. He's affiliated with Channel Awesome. What the hell? Oh, he was on the Nostalgia Critics 200th episode, Ponyo. Wow,
that's gotta be pretty rough.
That's a highlight for him. Yeah.
Okay. Blue Cross. Let's book out the Blue Cross Arena for Toricon, and we'll have the Harlem Globetrotters play a game in the middle of the anime convention, and they're like, oh, do you have a clip there? You got
I'm trying to find Uncle Yo in this fucking. Is this him? I think that's him. Yeah, this is only 22 minutes. I could find this, but oh yeah, there he is. Oh yeah, buddy. Yeah, I bet the Nostalgia Critic has some amazing things to say about
Ponyo.
He's making a face right now.
Guest star. Nostalgia Critic.
They're clearly in a hotel room. I'll just put this on the screen. They're in a hotel.
Stand-up comedian Uncle Yo.
That's what I say when I see him. Absolutely. Look at that smile.
The man who knows he's funny.
You got something to answer for. I'll just come here where I seem to greet everybody. And
what year is this?
11 years ago, 2012. But this was this is a re-upload, so it's probably older than that.
Okay, that makes sense. Therapist reacts to Howl's
February
moving castle.
2012, it looks like.
I hear you're reviewing Ponyo. Yeah? I personally find it's a bit overrated. What? I just think that Miyazaki's work as a whole is so this incredible political, economic, and social psychology with all of his films that he's completely throwing it out the window for this adorable little 5-year-old love story. But it's really the love of a 5-year-old? It goes way out of proportion, and then the whole end of the world happening, the moon is sinking, the ocean is rising. Do we really need Majora's Mask? It looks like, Colin Baker, the Sixth Doctor, and Willy Wonka is like Fujimoto. I don't even need to see something that strong. He just looks like this angry crack addict. It really went over the top. I just didn't think that he
to me, his timing is really what makes him so good. The way that he's able to set up and pay off. The way that he just spat out about fucking 5 paragraphs there. That's comedy.
Well, the point is that it's supposed to be that he's talking very fast, but like he's not even good at talking fast. So for some reason they decided that was the bit they were going to go with, even though he is actually particularly bad at talking fast.
Yeah.
Need the money? Did Liam Neeson need the money? No. Liam Neeson didn't need the money at all.
That was kind of funny.
Really? No, bitch!
There we go.
Do not have what it takes to tackle Miyazaki! You do not deserve to
He says Miyazaki.
He's achieved so much more than you ever will!
They're the person in the next room over is trying to sleep. They're screaming in this hotel room.
Yeah, he fucking scored that review like at a drunken con. He was just like, "Let me be in it. We'll do a funny scene where I'll pull a gun out on you. I'll pull my toy deagle out on you, dude. It'll be so fucking funny." His latest YouTube video is called "Adolescent Trauma Recovery and Naruto."
No. All right, I'll watch it.
That might be ironic.
Series Naruto Shippuden, as well as a collection of dozens of movies and video games, would run from 2002 to 2017.
Is this guy telling me what Naruto
today,
is?
its next generation, Boruto, is also a show. Sticks with the Black and Latinx community. It sticks.
Oh my God! Turn it off! Turn it off! I gotta move on.
We need to do an entire episode where we watch this whole thing. This is
let's when I'm up there. When I'm up there, we'll watch it. We'll do a live response to this.
Okay, I'm writing this down.
Miyazaki.
Where do I write this down? Where I'll find it.
Just text me. Just text me this.
Okay. Oh, cool.
Oh, how dare you disrespect Miyazaki? Like, Jesus Christ. I feel like we gotta get back on track here. We gotta finish this up. We only got a couple of shows left. Excuse me. Oh God. Yeah, it turns out the cure for being hungover is just drink more.
Yeah, there you go.
Who would have thought?
Hold on, okay.
How much does it cost to book Uncle Yo? Uncle Yo.
Is there a way to copy a text message? Yeah.
Does he have it? He doesn't have a website?
He's gotta.
He's got a Twitter and a Facebook. You can contact him at uncle_yo@hotmail.com.
Okay, you're getting here.
Oh no! As of Friday, January 15th, I'll be removing my personal and professional pages on Facebook. Game on. Include everyone. Be good, do good. Been almost a year. Just wanted to say that I'm thinking about you, and you're a wonderful and amazing person. Thank you so much for helping me get through the dark times. Live, laugh, and glomp.
There's no
what is glomping?
Glomp is like that's like like hugging someone. It's like glomps you, like it's like 2000s like message board speak. It's
hell yeah.
It's
we
like
should bring it back.
Raw is I love you for dinosaur.
Oh, that's so cute. I love it.
Me too.
I'm sincerity pilled. I'm always have been, gonna continue to be. I'm all about good vibes. Let me see if I can find some motivational stuff.
How am I supposed to game on without Yo's professional Facebook? I know.
Motivational quotes.
You just looking for motivational quotes in general?
I'm looking for stuff with it's just like a really HDR photo of The Rock, and then just a text, just like a thing of text next to it.
Well, while you do that.
Oh, here we go. Sometimes the success can be handmade.
How did you find one this fucked up so fast?
That's my skill. This is my number one asset as a person. I don't know how to
dreamstime.com.
Here, let's see what other shit Dreamstime's got. This is my number one asset as a human, and I cannot make money on it, unfortunately. Here we go. This is a really good one. Oh yeah. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Oh my God. Yes. Yes, dude.
Okay, hold on. Let's wait till I get this up on the screen so we can read this together. Okay. This says A1%. I'm gonna take that as A1 like the sauce. A1% progress every day adds up to 365% progress at the end of the year.
Thank you, Amon Verma, for your quote.
That's well,
what the fuck? Holy fucking shit! What the hell,
dude? They let Indians have the internet. I don't, I mean, there's nothing we can do.
Well, but okay.
Coronavirus is killing humans, but providing more life to the earth.
Wow.
Damn. Okay.
Oh, here we go. This is a good one. This is real wisdom here. Okay.
This is too much.
This is real wisdom.
This one says, sometimes you don't able to understand why something is taken away from you. Wow. Yeah.
All right. Well, hold on. Now let's say that you're a few months away, but let's say you want a good Father's Day gift. I got something for you here. This is for the man in your life.
All right. This says, Father's Day, quality without compromise, best dad, limited edition, one of a kind, ever total perfection. That's actually pretty good.
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's nice. Right. That's sweet. Okay.
I'm gonna be looking at. I could probably turn this into a real Twitter page. I could probably scan enough of these to find good and bad motivational quotes to get a Twitter page going. I think stealing other people's quote unquote content.
Yeah, if you've had a catchy name for the account, that could take off.
Sometimes you don't be able.
Okay, the next show is BUCCHIGIRI, I believe. Yeah.
Let's do it.
Are you excited?
I'm very well. There's an exclamation point and a question mark at the title, so you fucking bet your ass. I'm excited, but I'm also curious.
Also confused, yeah.
Yeah.
Original Mappa. Mappa likes to do these original shows where it's got a little like a retro feel a little bit. This one reminded me of Ushio Totoro, even though that was an adaptation. This is original, but it has like some of the aesthetics seem a little 90s. Happy says, I need to make sleep. I got shit to do in the morning. My parting remark, I'm current on BUCCHIGIRI, and wow, the MC is so pathetic and not in any interesting way. That is what I noticed. Is I was curious what people thought of this. I checked out the reviews. People don't like it because of the main character, so it seems like that's a major problem. So, bummer. Is it because he's Chinese? Oh, I don't know.
That's why I don't like him.
Maybe racist. I mean, if you lived in a Chinese food restaurant, you would be useless too. Let's be honest. Like I'd be dead.
Oh yeah, the MSG would fucking melt your brain.
His mom's offering him gyoza, whatever the Chinese version of gyoza is, in the morning for breakfast. Oh my god, dude.
Yeah, you'd be a bloated disaster.
I would have had a massive coronary at 13. Are you fucking kidding me? I'd be gone.
You would just be a fart monster. It would be like that episode of Golden Boy where you're just stanking up the whole world.
That wasn't Golden Boy. That was Memories.
Oh, there was the other one. I'm sorry.
Totally
yes, it was another man.
It was another guy riding a bike. Yeah, that's why you thought it was Golden Boy.
Yeah. No.
That's fucking hilarious.
I think we watched those around the same time.
That's probably also true. Yeah. Same year.
Was that Memories? What was it?
Memories. Yes.
That is wild. That is in the same fucking.
Is that Mamoru? Wait, no. Who did Memories? Is that Mamoru Oshii? No, it's three different directors.
Otomo
and Satoshi Kon. Yeah, Otomo and Okamura and Morimoto. Okay. Memories is so damn good. It was good.
Yeah.
This show, speaking of shows with backgrounds, this show has good backgrounds. Some real nice ones.
Look at that shit.
Look at this.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that shit, man. Come on.
That is so nice.
Come on. This is the season in which we saw like CGI fucking carts with horses pulling them, and then this is the same season. Looks
there's
great.
Some drunk delinquents waking up in this cool shrine. The show has this sort of retro-ish look to it. He goes to this delinquent school
I love this location. I love this setting.
It's really detailed. Yeah, I mean, you really fucking feel it. You know, look at all this. It's a rough place. He meets his childhood friend there. He makes some friends. He makes we have a case of too nice girl first episode syndrome, where like immediately you see this girl and it's like, okay, obviously this is sinister. You know, if there's a nice girl who's just nice in the first episode, every time, without fail,
without the main character having to earn it at all. It's just like he walks into like, if this is the dream scenario.
Yeah. If it's not a slice of life,
she's gonna be like mob associated or some shit, you know, like.
Or she's just evil, and if it's a supernatural show, then she's the bad guy, you know. And you know, some of these character designs I don't like, because it's like they're delinquents, but they're like gay punk delinquent. Like everyone kind of looks like a gay pirate gigolo. Like I'm not crazy about that part of it.
There's the one guy who's got a kilt. He's wearing a kilt.
Yeah, like that type of stuff. It reminds me of like Skate the Infinity. I
see what you're saying. I think it's a little bit more artist. It's got more artistry to it than Skate the Infinity, but I know what you're saying. Yeah.
There's the colors are just a bit, you know, a bit much, the hair, and there's some kind of cat hostess club. We got a hot mom alert. Hot mom.
Yep, look at her.
Spotted. I guess
we got ourselves.
Still got the wedding ring. I guess he has a dad too. I don't know where he is. But she's the kind of mom where like she's hot, she's making food for his friends, she's kind of down for anything he does, like he's like getting piercings and shit, and she's just like stoked about it. She's screaming at the TV, you know.
I love that scene where she's watching her show. She's a fun character.
She's so minor. They don't need to give her this much characterization, but they do. Like I like it. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what it is? There's maybe it's because it's an original, but there's so much care, you know, like they clearly cared about making this goddamn thing. Like at the school, like you were saying, the location details are just amazing.
Yeah, they're
like
really
they went all the effort.
Imbuing it with tons of personality.
It has a world, you know, like it's fun.
This mom would give you like a courtesy hand job, and that's great.
Yeah, you need a release. You know, you did well in your grades. You've been stressed out.
That's what I was thinking about. Anyways,
getting courtesy hand jobs from your mom.
Nursing hand, not my mom. Come on, what the fuck, dude?
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking about getting courtesy hand jobs from your mom. So I just wanted to make sure that we weren't on the same.
You have several hang-ups with my family. You're talking about my sister all the time. Now you're talking about my mom. That's fine. I don't care about that. That's not even a problem.
I just want to make sure they're taken care of.
that they're taking care of for a hand job. That's not taking care of them.
Well, I'm gonna earn it.
Okay. You gonna do some chores.
I gotta fucking pick up sticks in the backyard. You know.
That it is. Yeah, it's been windy here. Your sister is banging. Thanks, David. I didn't know you were here. She's not. I don't know if you've seen her in the last few years. I don't want to badmouth anyone, but look, I mean, it's probably not what you think. It's probably not what you think it is. You know, I think she goes to therapy, so she, you know, that's none of your goddamn business.
Well, he's not in it for the physical.
He waited till I drank 5 of my 6 beers to exploit me in this way, and I don't appreciate it.
He's in it for the emotional. He sees the beauty within. He's like, man, that your aura is banging. You've got
your sister is banging personality wise. I mean, emotionally banging.
Yeah,
your emotionally.
Your internal wah is absolutely quintuple caked up.
Yeah, girl, your cerebrum. Just fucking cake the fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
He finds a gun which shoots a genie into him.
This is a wild sequence.
Yeah, I know. It's I feel like there's something missing in the translation, because they describe these beings as like hunky people.
Yes, I love this.
Hunky means like really or seriously, basically. I don't know if that's a pun. And BUCCHIGIRI, I think, also is like, doesn't that mean also like seriously or something? Here, I got the old Japanese keyboard here. BUCCHIGIRI.
Hon refers to books, but it can mean the root or foundation.
I don't think
Ki
it's
is used
books.
in many Japanese words. You may know Genki. Okay. It is the source of life or energy, or is used to mean someone is full of life and energy. Ki. So honki. So like a
Oh, BUCCHIGIRI is cut into pieces. Yeah, I think that's what it is.
You're saying you're gonna cut your life into pieces?
This is my last resort?
BUCCHIGIRI, my last resort? I don't know.
It's
whatever. I like this show. I think it's pretty entertaining. I like the energy. I like the location. I like I'm just having fun with it.
I like the very vaguely Middle Eastern music that plays when he comes out.
This is like a cultural. There's so many different cultural elements going on here. I was wondering if is this like a. Obviously, he's Chinese.
Look at this room. God, that room is so good.
We've got a. We also they got interesting stuff that they're all doing. One of them's naked for some reason. One of them's doing pull-ups.
Cool elephants, and they got a mask. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't exactly explain what this aesthetic is. It's like because they're hoodlums, but we got all these Asian and Middle Eastern components going on here, and I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm having fun watching it though.
It's like it's like neo retro, but for Japan. It's just like it's delinquent school, but they have this like this love of the classic old timey stuff.
I can't explain. I could tell you all of the different elements that are present, but I can't tell you of anything that's combined them in this way. Like this is like a novel combination of aesthetic components. That is, I can't draw an analog. I can't say that another show where it's like, it reminds me of what I think JoJo is because I don't know what I don't know
the
anything about what JoJo
made me
is.
think like they're getting the JoJo audience with all these like very flamboyantly strong men.
I don't know what JoJo is. It might be this.
There's a lot of JoJos. I think it changes a lot.
Yeah, one of them's dressed like an explorer. One of them's dressed like a high school delinquent. That's all. What is JoJo? Are they got superpowers?
Yeah.
How many Joes are there?
There's a lot through every arc. They have different names and it's a different JoJo. But they have it. It's like there's Joseph Joestar, but then there's also what are the
There's
other?
a Jotaro. Isn't there a Jotaro?
Yeah, Jotaro. Yeah. So it's like, and then one of them's a girl, so it's like Josephina or whatever.
Oh, there's a lady. There's a lady JoJo.
Yeah.
Oh my. Okay.
That's what's her name? Jolene Kujo. Jolene. Yeah, so that's she's Stone Ocean.
Joestar family tree. Okay. Let's see.
And then in Diamond is Unbreakable. It's Jotaro Kujo. So.
Okay, I'll watch it all and get back to you. I'll have everything.
All of it, huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna watch every single piece of JoJo's media and get back to you.
Cool. What are they on like?
Okay.
Season 5.
Is that's getting still adapting that as an anime? That's still happening.
The last season was 2022. It ended.
Okay. Is this a thing where you're supposed to read the manga?
This is a full adaptation. I think you can probably just watch this. These seasons are like 38 episodes, 39. Yeah, it's like 38 or 39 episode seasons, and there's 5 of them. So good luck.
Okay, yeah. I'll get there. I'll let you know. Sometime next week, I'll have it all figured out. BUCCHIGIRI, huh?
BUCCHIGIRI. The bad guys are called the Sigma Squad. And then
tentative name for our next podcast when we rebrand.
It's probably already a Sigma Squad. Let's see here. Sigma Squad podcast. Wow, might be untaken.
Put that as a maybe.
Put that one as a maybe when we rebrand again and lose all of our subscribers. I was listening to another zero listener, not to discount our real listeners, but I was listening to a No View podcast the other day, and I was like, we're gonna fuck it. This is gonna be pathetic. This is gonna, compared to us, we're gonna fucking beat these guys' asses. And I was listening, and I was like, these guys are pretty funny. Fuck. It was one of those shows where they, I don't know how the fuck I don't know if they're lying or what. It's one of those podcasts where they watch the same movie like every day for like a year.
Oh hell yeah! Okay.
Doing that and getting no views is the realest shit I've ever seen in my life. It's like, it seems like there's not hard rules, but like they watch it, dozens of times for a year and do a podcast for it. And they just spent an entire year watching Kangaroo Jack.
Oh my gosh. Oh, dude.
And then spent like an entire year watching Tammy, or no, right now they're doing Tammy and the T-Rex. So
what the hell is that?
With Whoopi Goldberg and the T-Rex? You don't know Tammy and the T-Rex?
Is that not dinosaurs?
Yeah, a T-Rex is a dinosaur.
Oh, Denise Richards? Oh, okay.
Wait, is
Tammy and the T-Rex?
Oh shit, that's not the one with Whoopi Goldberg.
No, that's Dinosaurs.
Is that what it's called? Really?
I think so. Well, there was a TV show called Dinosaurs. Hold on.
Or is that We're Back?
We're Back. Yes.
No, Theodore Rex. Oh. Theodore Rex is the one with Whoopi Goldberg and a dinosaur. Okay.
Gotcha.
Okay. Tammy and the T-Rex is Paul Walker and Denise Richards. Right. Okay. Of course I conflated those in my head, but they are, I'm just now realizing these are different films. Wow. Yeah. Cool.
Wow.
What a handsome young Paul Walker.
Well, good for them.
Yeah.
All right, we gotta close this out. BUCCHIGIRI.
Yes, this is animated. This is animated to all fuck. It's okay, but apparently the main character has no development and is annoying. Bummer. First episode was good though.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
Who knows? Man, might take a while to get there.
Snack Basue. What's that mean? It's a manga being done by Puyukai, and then I started watching it, and then I was like, oh, it's also Pony Canyon, Pop Team Epic, or a lot of it.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah. It's it takes place in Sapporo. That's cool. We were there.
We really were.
That got me through like 5 seconds of the show where I was like, hey, I was there. That's neat.
This is anti. We've talked about this before. This is anti-entertainment. This is media that exists for nobody.
It's definitely like TikTok observational comedy, but for Japan. So it's like, not only is it not relatable or relevant to us, but it's definitely not funny, even in Japan. It's like, oh, I'm that type of person who does this in the karaoke bar. It's like, oh, I know that type of guy. It's just like talking about a type of guy. That's the only joke they have. It's just like, oh, have you noticed that some people are like this? I'm like that. And the comedy relies on you being like, I noticed some guys are like that.
This is excruciating. This is like,
and also it's called a snack bar. It seems like a regular bar to me. Where the fuck are the snacks?
There's really. At least give me a little bit of food porn. At least give me like, oh, I'm gonna crack an egg over top of this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or anything.
Yeah. Drink a cocktail with an egg in it.
you've got gags where they're eating weird snacks. It's like, oh, this snack bar's gimmick is that they have all kinds of snacks. This one, there's some weird shit. You know, like they get like really obscure ancient Japanese recipes, and it's like, oh yeah, this is one of our favorites. You know, like anything other. This is horse leather that we've turned into like fine stringy material. It's salted. And then the guy's face turns into a horse or something. You know, like fucking like anything other than nothing, please. It's 24 minutes. It's 24 minutes long.
Yeah, that's like even like if this were a 6-minute show, I'd be like, good attempt. You know, this is like my main takeaway from watching this episode is that Basue is an anagram for abuse. So there you go. You know, Pony Canyon, they like to use live action stuff for like, but it's, you know, whatever.
This is butt cheeks. Like
it's ugly. Whatever. It's so ugly. It's like crazy. Ugh. Why is it full length? Baffling.
I can't believe it. I can't believe crazy. Like that. This must be filling. They must have gotten a notification like 3 weeks ago. They're like, "Hey, we have a 24-minute slot that we need to fill at 1:30 in the morning.
Help
on Wednesday. We will give you $1 million. No, $1 million. We'll give you $250,000 for an entire 12-episode season. Crank that shit out, you know." And they've got like, and they're just cashing a paycheck here. This is there's no entertainment to be had. Nobody is putting their heart into this. I guarantee you.
No, not good. And finally,
we're there.
The end of the fucking season, show number 30, to end on an extremely disappointing note.
This is what we've been waiting for.
On an absolute nothing, on a whimper.
This is a dull thump of a program here.
A rolling stop. Meiji, I'm gonna fucking chug this beer. How about that? How about that for our last show?
Yeah. It has a year in the title. Not a good sign.
Listen to me fucking do this shit.
Chug, 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 chug. Oh yeah, I can hear you gulping and slurping that down. Oh, he's just throating that thing. Just straight to the fucking belly, dude. Meiji Gekken, 1874.
Oh, it hurts.
By 1874, 7 years have passed since the end of the samurai era. A former samurai, Shizuma Orikasa, works as a rickshaw driver in Tokyo while looking for his fiancée, Sume Kanomata, who went missing during the Boshin War. Shizuma thwarts an assassination attempt and joins the newly established police department, where he'll fight to stop dark forces from overthrowing the government.
That burp scared my cat. Okay. Now look, just because a show has a year in the title and it is labeled under the genre of historical doesn't mean it will be it's boring. It's so boring. It's so boring. It's about something called the Boshin War, which even in Japan has been sort of what's it called? Retrograded? No.
Retconned?
It's been sort of retconned as a bloodless war because not much happened. You know, I mean, it was like 9,000 people died, but out of like 130 or something. So
yeah.
And also, why are there women? You notice that troop of samurai women? It's like that. There's no way that was real. Is that like the Soviet Union being like, oh yeah, dude, we have so many women snipers. You just can't see them because they're snipers. You know,
they're discreet like that. Yeah,
you can't. They're hiding.
Are you sure that these weren't just really pretty samurai boys?
They had lady voices. I don't know. I liked them. They can't be guys because I thought they were pretty.
That is how that works. that is how that works.
Our guy is he's a veteran and now he's a rickshaw guy, and some guys are playing a card game. And then a bunch of magical guys, and one of them's fat, and one of them blows green smoke, and one of them turns into a tiger, beat a bunch of guys up. And there's shooting with guns. Ugh. Fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, this is I was angry.
It would be cool if I had something to say about this, but man,
I was pretty angry. I was like, this is not this show's fault necessarily that it's the last show of the entire season. Like I can't blame this show for the fact that like most of the stuff that we watched for this episode was boring as fuck. This really bore the brunt of the entire season leading up to this, really, where I'm like, I can't believe I have to sit and watch this for 24 minutes.
No, yeah.
Yeah, like I felt like I felt personally victimized by this one. This season made me feel like that a lot, where it's like they're out to get me. They're out to make the most impossible to watch garbage.
Manipulate my brain state into a certain configuration.
Yeah, they're definitely trying to get me to blow up a bus station or something. Yeah. Like they're really this is a psyop for sure. What else? What is there to say? I gotta pee. Fucking. I gotta pee. I can't leave you alone with Meiji Gekken 1874 though. It wouldn't be right.
You don't have to, friend. I don't know what that means, but you can go pee.
I'm gonna go pee. Yeah, I'm gonna go pee.
Everything's all
I'm
right.
sure you've got a lot of interesting shit to say.
Yeah, I've been thinking of so much stuff. Is the thing. What's another? Okay. Oh, okay. I need to find. Well, I don't know. What should we watch next? That's what I'm thinking about now. I'm already moving on to the next thing. I'm 6 beers deep, and I'm thinking about the future. It's time to think forward. So what are we watching next? The watch list. We're visiting the watch list. Ethan was thinking about Popo Time, but that's only if we can get Steve Harvey. Pleiades, Roka no Yusha. I forgot our watch list stinks. If only we had good time management skills and we could watch like a 24 episode show. That would quintuple our options. We should probably watch Sora no Woto, but I want something more lighthearted. The thing is that after doing a seasonal preview, you watch all this garbage, and you just want to watch something fun. And there's only so many fun things, you know. Welcome back, Akagi.
I got a
thing, yeah.
I've got something more interesting than this. It happened again. It happened again. There was another instance of a guy who does in vitro fertilization.
Oh, yes. Yes.
They had another one. There are 30 confirmed, and likely they have 80 suspected total.
Fuck yes.
It is crazy that people keep doing this. Like, not that which like
no, it's
like,
not. That's all we ever talk about. It's not crazy at all.
No, I'm not saying it's crazy that the people are doing it. I'm saying it's crazy people continue to do in vitro fertilization.
Oh, like sperm donation. Yeah.
When that's definitely going to happen. It's like, like the odds have got to be 1 in 5. You know, it's like the chances of your actual sperm getting inside of your wife if you do in vitro is like it's astronomical. You know, like I have better odds.
Crazy.
Which. Like an institution with this level of dysfunction where the cause is so obvious, which is that the only people that are going to do this are the people that are going to put their cum in somebody else. No one's. We tell them how many guys are going to go through the process of getting certified to do this specific thing. It has to be only women. You can't have male doctors doing this anymore because they can't do it. Like, and even then, those women are probably the type of women that are going to put their husband's cum in there. There's probably something like that going on. I think it's too unnatural of a behavior. You know, like the process of creating, you know, a zygote in a lab is so unnatural and so detached from anything that we can, you know, like actually conceiving a child through traditional means, that of course people are going to bastardize it in some insane way, you know, like it's so detached from traditional morality. It's just bizarre.
Yeah.
You can't trust people to do that. You can't trust it. Not saying it should be illegal, but I think that everybody who is considering it should recognize the fact that they're not going to get their kid. It's just not going to happen.
You're getting your doctor's kid, buddy. Yeah, like
yeah.
Which,
Make sure
you're getting doctor cum. Like you're getting PhD sperms. Like it's not like the worst trade-off, you know. But you're getting your doctor's fucking jizz, dude. Come on.
Make sure that if you're going to do that, make sure it's a hot doctor. Make sure it's a hot doctor, really. Yeah.
Get a nice 6-foot Aryan doctor, you know.
So the story that the one that came out recently was a woman who she did a 23andMe when she was an adult and learned that her high school boyfriend who she had sex with was her half sibling. She had
whoa.
It was, I think they were both like in vitro or something, and it ended up being that they were both descendants of the same doctor, which is like, and it like totally rocked our world, which I get. I guess I can't say how I'd respond in that situation. That would probably break your brain a little bit for sure. Because it was multiple levels. It was the level of like, okay, I'm not actually my father's daughter.
Yeah.
For one, I'm not the daughter of the person that I thought was my dad my entire life, and also the double whammy of I fucked my brother. Is that's rough. That's really bad stuff.
Yeah, that's not ideal. I gotta say.
No. So I thought that was good to bring up on a comedy podcast. Somebody else's horrible trauma. Yeah, so don't do that. You can't trust these people.
Unless you're the doctor, in which case you gotta do.
In which case you're already doing it.
I mean, it's like what? Like, oh, what are you gonna throw me in jail? There's fucking 80 of me out there now. Like, yeah, good luck, idiots.
They're gonna come get me out.
I have fucking permeated myself into the infinity. Do what you wish. I've won. You know. That's been Winter 2024 anime. Thank you all for joining us.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out exactly what percentage of these people have been confirmed who have been doing this. Because
there's the percentage of people, who have, and the percentage of people who haven't found out yet. But that's it.
Right. That's what I'm. Just it's based on like.
You get your kid, your lab child, and are you really gonna? Of course, you say to yourself like, oh yeah, we'll get the test done or whatever, do a paternity test to make sure it's the donor we expected. But are you really gonna do that?
No, I'm lazy.
You're taking care of a kid. Yeah, you're like, all right, whatever, we'll get to it. But you're waking up. You get 3 hours of sleep every night.
Also, what are you gonna do? It's like, what, are you just gonna dump this baby?
You get a nice lawsuit money. I mean,
that's true. That's true. That would help. Yeah.
Good to college fund. Yeah.
All right, this is it. Part 4. We fucking did it. Almost. In 3 weeks, it's gonna be time to rev up for the next season,
as we always do. Yes, completion. Taking you to completion, as promised.
Yeah, we're like the sperm donor doctor of anime podcasts.
Yeah.
We're not giving you what you thought, but you don't realize until it's too late.
Yeah, I think that's accurate. You think you're getting one thing, and it turns out you're getting just us.
Yeah, and our
fluids.
cum.
Yeah. Pretty much, yeah.
Do we have anything to go out on? Do we even have? What do we got? What do we have to go out on? Do we have music?
I can figure something out. Sure. Let's try this.
Yeah, give it a whirl.
Thanks everybody.
Bye-bye.
We'll be back with something.
I want to do Jujutsu Kaisen.
Let's talk about taxes like we're battling the Covenant. First, you need to gather all your necessary documents, like your earnings statements and receipts, with the same attention to detail as when we're looking for Forerunner artifacts. Don't leave any stone unturned or the taxman will catch you like a grunt in a trap. Next, you must determine your filing status. Are you single like a lone UNSC Marine on a mission, or married like a couple of hunters bound together? The status you choose will have a significant impact on your tax rate, so choose wisely, Spartan. Then, you calculate your taxable income. This is the amount of your earnings that the government will tax you on. It's just like when we're taking out enemy infantry, one